Energy powers progress. It drives industries, fuels transportation, and sustains everyday life. At HPCL, we are more than energy providers. We are architects of a sustainable future. With a legacy spanning 5 decades, we have evolved from pioneers in India's oil and gas sector to key drivers of the nation's energy revolution, ensuring energy security for a Vikasit Bharat. Since 1974, HPCL has fueled India's industrialization. From a few cities to a billion dreams, our extensive retail and distribution network ensures energy access nationwide. Our refining capacity, anchored by Mumbai and Visakhapatnam, has expanded through strategic partnerships in Mangalore, Bathinda, and the upcoming Rajasthan refinery. We have also revolutionized Indian households, bringing LPG to nearly 100 million homes and providing smoke-free kitchens for a healthier lifestyle. Our pipeline network spans thousands of kilometers, ensuring efficient fuel transportation while reducing emissions. Beyond legacy, we are driving the future. HPCL is at the forefront of India's clean energy transition, investing in green hydrogen, biofuels to reduce carbon emissions. Our EV charging stations, LNG corridors, and compressed biogas facilities are accelerating sustainable energy adoption. HPCL also plays a vital role in energy powers progress. It drives industries, fuels transportation, and sustains everyday life. At HPCL, we are more than energy providers. We are architects of a sustainable future. With a legacy spanning 5 decades, we have evolved from pioneers in India's oil and gas sector to key drivers of the nation's energy revolution, ensuring energy security for a Vikasit Bharat. Since 1974, HPCL has fueled India's industrialization. From a few cities to a billion dreams, our extensive retail and distribution network ensures energy access nationwide. Our refining capacity, anchored by Mumbai and Visakhapatnam, has expanded through strategic partnerships in Mangalore, Bathinda, and the upcoming Rajasthan refinery. We have also revolutionized Indian households, bringing LPG to nearly 100 million homes and providing smoke-free kitchens for a healthier lifestyle. Our pipeline network spans thousands of kilometers, ensuring efficient fuel transportation while reducing emissions. Beyond legacy, we are driving the future. HPCL is at the forefront of India's clean energy transition, investing in green hydrogen, biofuels to reduce carbon emissions. Our EV charging stations, LNG corridors, and compressed biogas facilities are accelerating sustainable energy adoption. HPCL also plays a vital role in powering critical sectors like aviation, railways, agriculture, and manufacturing. Our aviation fuel services have been supporting India's air travel industry for decades, enabling global connectivity. Innovation drives us forward. Our HP Green R&D Center leads advancements in refining, petrochemicals, and renewable energy, holding hundreds of national and international patents. Beyond business, we uplift communities through healthcare, education, and skill development. Our Skill Development Institute at Visakhapatnam is preparing a future-ready workforce, while our entrepreneurship programs foster innovation and job creation. With a strong legacy, innovative mindset, and commitment to sustainability, HPCL is redefining the future of energy. HPCL, delivering happiness. Energy powers progress. It drives industries, fuels transportation, and sustains everyday life. At HPCL, we are more than energy providers. We are architects of a sustainable future. With a legacy spanning 5 decades, we have evolved from pioneers in India's oil and gas sector to key drivers of the nation's energy revolution, ensuring energy security for a Vikasit Bharat. Since 1974, HPCL has fueled India's industrialization. From a few cities to a billion dreams, our extensive retail and distribution network ensures energy access nationwide. Our refining capacity, anchored by Mumbai and Visakhapatnam, has expanded through strategic partnerships in Mangalore, Bathinda, and the upcoming Rajasthan refinery. We have also revolutionized Indian households, bringing LPG to nearly 100 million homes and providing smoke-free kitchens for a healthier lifestyle. Our pipeline network spans thousands of kilometers, ensuring efficient fuel transportation while reducing emissions. Beyond legacy, we are driving the future. HPCL is at the forefront of India's clean energy transition, investing in green hydrogen, biofuels to reduce carbon emissions. Our EV charging stations, LNG corridors, and compressed biogas facilities are accelerating sustainable energy adoption. HPCL also plays a vital role in powering critical sectors like aviation, railways, agriculture, and manufacturing. Our aviation fuel services have been supporting India's air travel industry for decades, enabling global connectivity. Innovation drives us forward. Our HP Green R&D Center leads advancements in refining, petrochemicals, and renewable energy, holding hundreds of national and international patents. Beyond business, we uplift communities through healthcare, education, and skill development. Our Skill Development Institute at Visakhapatnam is preparing a future-ready workforce, while our entrepreneurship programs foster innovation and job creation. With a strong legacy, innovative mindset, and commitment to sustainability, HPCL is redefining the future of energy. HPCL, delivering happiness.
ऊंचे नीचे रास्तों से गुजर कर उम्मीदें जब निकलती हैं, जलते सूरज के संग जब परछाई साथ जलती है, उम्मीदों का हाथ थाम कर उन्हें चलाने आए हैं, हर दिल तक मंजिल तक खुशियाँ पहुँचाने आए, हर दिल तक मंजिल तक खुशियाँ पहुँचाने आए, हर दिल तक मंजिल तक खुशियाँ पहुँचाने आए। छोटे छोटे किस्सों में भी जो जीवन का सुख पाते हैं, छोटे छोटे हिस्सों में भी अपनी दुनिया बसाते हैं, हर किस्सों को हिस्सों को हम संजोने आए हैं, हर दिल तक मंजिल तक खुशियाँ पहुँचाने आए, हर दिल तक मंजिल तक खुशियाँ पहुँचाने आए, हर दिल तक मंजिल तक खुशियाँ पहुँचाने आए। उन हौसलों को सलाम है जोड़ने की हिम्मत रखते हैं, आंधी और तूफानों से जो लड़ने की हिम्मत रखते हैं, उन हौसलों को से हिम्मत को हम दाद देने आए हैं, हर दिल तक मंजिल तक खुशियाँ पहुँचाने आए, हर दिल तक मंजिल तक खुशियाँ पहुँचाने आए, हर दिल तक मंजिल तक खुशियाँ पहुँचाने आए।
The journey in a grueling terrain has been unprecedented. The Rajasthan refinery project stands as a testament to the relentless pursuit of innovation and the determination to forge new frontiers where few have dared to tread. Situated in Balodra, Rajasthan, this state-of-the-art grassroots refinery cum petrochemical complex is a joint venture between HPCL and the government of Rajasthan under the banner of HRRL. With a capacity to process 9 MMTPA of crude oil, the project is poised to revolutionize the region's industrial landscape with production of BS6 fuel and petrochemical products, leading to development of various downstream industries. From its inception, the project has encountered and triumphed over numerous challenges, like transforming over 4,000 acres of land by sourcing and movement of 150 lakh cubic meters of earth, construction of extensive road networks and drainage systems spanning more than 100 kilometers each, erecting boundary and bund walls totaling over 48 kilometers, and off-site pipe rack of more than 20 kilometers. Main warehouse and chemical warehouse were constructed and converted to a temporary site office. Central to HRRL's journey has been the meticulous selection of partners capable of executing complex tasks with unwavering commitment to innovation and efficiency. Overcoming corrosive soil challenges using advanced shielding technologies. High water table at 1 to 2 meters requiring continuous dewatering system. Addressing low soil bearing capacity with strategic 15 lakhs piling. Constructing process units and utilities were met with the highest standards of engineering excellence. Logistical feats have been equally monumental, such as the transportation of oversized and heavy equipment over vast distances. For the VGO HTT reactor's journey from Mundra port over 245 days, temporary infrastructure such as bridges, bypasses were constructed, electrical lines shut down, temporary roads created and toll booths removed across a 500-kilometer stretch. This logistical triumph, including a record-breaking convoy of 4 kilometers of oversized dimension cargo, reflects HRRL's capacity for unprecedented industrial transport achievements. HRRL also achieved many industrial feats. On-site fabrication was done of about 7-meter diameter CDU-VDU column, 8-meter diameter BFCCU main fractionator and 16-meter diameter regenerator reactor. The coke dome of 125 meters diameter, that is about 3 times of Gol Gumbaz, illustrates the project's ambition. The scale of the project is highlighted by a 135-meter derrick for 9 demountable flares, 127-meter C3 rectifier and 63 megawatt cracked gas compressor in DFCU. A 1 kilometer long, 160 meter wide product warehouse redefines logistics. These structures are more than achievements. They are symbols of HRRL's engineering brilliance and commitment to excellence. The project employs over 25,000 workmen, prioritizing their safety with rigorous standards. HRRL has ensured that the workmen are not only well cared for, but also feel valued by providing modern living quarters, comprehensive medical and recreational facilities, and shelters at site. Even though the soil at site is not conducive for plantation, HRRL has taken initiatives to develop greenbelt inside the refinery premises, with a commitment to transform our planet into a green and healthier world. Team HRRL persists through challenges like heat waves, sandstorms, and cyclones, showcasing resilience and expertise while setting new benchmarks in engineering and sustainability. Once completed, the project promises growth, prosperity, and a lasting impact on the state and nation's economic and social landscape.
नई सोच है नई सोच है नया जोश है नई रास्ते हैं पुकारते, नई मंजिलें ढूंढे नजर। नए रास्ते हैं पुकारते, नई मंजिलें ढूंढे नजर। दिल जोश से है भरा, कदमों को मिल गई डगर। नए HPCL को ढालने की तैयारी है। अब हमारी बारी है, अब हमारी बारी है, अब हमारी बारी है, अब हमारी बारी है आसमान ये हमारा, उड़ान हमारी है। नई सोच है, नया जोश है, नई सोच है, नया जोश है। अब हमारी बारी है, अब हमारी बारी है, अब हमारी बारी है। हर बुलंदी पर परचम अपना लहराएंगे, हर लक्ष्य को हम अपने जुनून से पाएंगे। हर कदम पर एक नई मिसाल बनाएंगे, और जो ना सोचा कभी किसी ने करके दिखलाएंगे। रुकना अब नहीं है, ये हमने ठानी है। अब हमारी बारी है, अब हमारी बारी है, अब हमारी बारी है, अब हमारी बारी है आसमान ये हमारा, उड़ान हमारी है। नई सोच है, नया जोश है, नई सोच है, नया जोश है। अब हमारी बारी है, अब हमारी बारी है। नई सोच है, नया जोश है, नई सोच है, नया जोश है। अब हमारी बारी है, अब हमारी बारी है, अब हमारी बारी है।
मैं देखता हूं अपने क्रिएटर्स की सोच, उनकी काबिलियत। मैं देखता हूं अपने यूजर्स का उत्साह, उनकी जरूरतें। देखता हूं मशीन्स को बड़े करीब से, उनकी ताकत, उनकी चुनौतियां, दोनों को। देखता हूं अपने पार्टनर्स को भी कहां तक जाते हैं अपनी जिम्मेदारियां और वादे निभाने। तभी रख पाता हूं सबका ख्याल बिना रुके, पूरी लगन से। मेरी आधुनिक सिंथेटिक टेक्नोलॉजी निश्चित करती है बेहतरीन इंजन परफॉर्मेंस हर बार। मैं हूं HP Lubricants।
नवाचार अविरत पवन की लगन सी, धारा झूमती है खुशी में मगन सी। नवांकुर को सींचे जो बहता तरल जल, ये भारत नया है, नया HPCL। ये भारत नया है, नया HPCL। ये भारत नया है, नया
Energy powers progress. It drives industries, fuels transportation, and sustains everyday life. At HPCL, we are more than energy providers. We are architects of a sustainable future. With a legacy spanning 5 decades, we have evolved from pioneers in India's oil and gas sector to key drivers of the nation's energy revolution, ensuring energy security for a Vikasit Bharat. Since 1974, HPCL has fueled India's industrialization. From a few cities to a billion dreams, our extensive retail and distribution network ensures energy access nationwide. Our refining capacity, anchored by Mumbai and Visakhapatnam, has expanded through strategic partnerships in Mangalore, Bathinda, and the upcoming Rajasthan refinery. We have also revolutionized Indian households, bringing LPG to nearly 100 million homes and providing smoke-free kitchens for a healthier lifestyle. Our pipeline network spans thousands of kilometers, ensuring efficient fuel transportation while reducing emissions. Beyond legacy, we are driving the future. HPCL is at the forefront of India's clean energy transition, investing in green hydrogen, biofuels to reduce carbon emissions. Our EV charging stations, LNG corridors, and compressed biogas facilities are accelerating sustainable energy adoption. HPCL also plays a vital role in powering critical sectors like aviation, railways, agriculture, and manufacturing. Our aviation fuel services have been supporting India's air travel industry for decades, enabling global connectivity. Innovation drives us forward. Our HP Green R&D Center leads advancements in refining, petrochemicals, and renewable energy, holding hundreds of national and international patents. Beyond business, we uplift communities through healthcare, education, and skill development. Our Skill Development Institute at Visakhapatnam is preparing a future-ready workforce, while our entrepreneurship programs foster innovation and job creation. With a strong legacy, innovative mindset, and commitment to sustainability, HPCL is redefining the future of energy. HPCL, delivering happiness.
ऊंचे नीचे रास्तों से गुजर कर उम्मीदें जब निकलती हैं, जलते सूरज के संग जब परछाई साथ जलती है, उम्मीदों का हाथ थाम कर उन्हें चलाने आए हैं, हर दिल तक मंजिल तक खुशियाँ पहुँचाने आए, हर दिल तक मंजिल तक खुशियाँ पहुँचाने आए, हर दिल तक मंजिल तक खुशियाँ पहुँचाने आए। छोटे छोटे किस्सों में भी जो जीवन का सुख पाते हैं, छोटे छोटे हिस्सों में भी अपनी दुनिया बसाते हैं, हर किस्सों को हिस्सों को हम संजोने आए हैं, हर दिल तक मंजिल तक खुशियाँ पहुँचाने आए, हर दिल तक मंजिल तक खुशियाँ पहुँचाने आए, हर दिल तक मंजिल तक खुशियाँ पहुँचाने आए। उन हौसलों को सलाम है जो उड़ने की हिम्मत रखते हैं, आंधी और तूफानों से जो लड़ने की हिम्मत रखते हैं, उन हौसलों को उस हिम्मत को हम दाद देने आए हैं, हर दिल तक मंजिल तक खुशियाँ पहुँचाने आए, हर दिल तक मंजिल तक खुशियाँ पहुँचाने आए।
The journey in a grueling terrain has been unprecedented. The Rajasthan refinery project stands as a testament to the relentless pursuit of innovation and the determination to forge new frontiers where few have dared to tread. Situated in Balodra, Rajasthan, this state-of-the-art grassroots refinery cum petrochemical complex is a joint venture between HPCL and the government of Rajasthan under the banner of HRRL. With a capacity to process 9 MMTPA of crude oil, the project is poised to revolutionize the region's industrial landscape with production of BS6 fuel and petrochemical products, leading to development of various downstream industries. From its inception, the project has encountered and triumphed over numerous challenges, like transforming over 4,000 acres of land by sourcing and movement of 150 lakh cubic meters of earth, construction of extensive road networks and drainage systems spanning more than 100 kilometers each, erecting boundary and bund walls totaling over 48 kilometers, and off-site pipe rack of more than 20 kilometers. Main warehouse and chemical warehouse were constructed and converted to a temporary site office. Central to HRRL's journey has been the meticulous selection of partners capable of executing complex tasks with unwavering commitment to innovation and efficiency. Overcoming corrosive soil challenges using advanced shielding technologies. High water table at 1 to 2 meters requiring continuous dewatering system. Addressing low soil bearing capacity with strategic 15 lakhs piling. Constructing process units and utilities were met with the highest standards of engineering excellence. Logistical feats have been equally monumental, such as the transportation of oversized and heavy equipment over vast distances. For the VGO HTT reactor's journey from Mundra port over 245 days, temporary infrastructure such as bridges, bypasses were constructed, electrical lines shut down, temporary roads created and toll booths removed across a 500-kilometer stretch. This logistical triumph, including a record-breaking convoy of 4 kilometers of oversized dimension cargo, reflects HRRL's capacity for unprecedented industrial transport achievements. HRRL also achieved many industrial feats. On-site fabrication was done of about 7-meter diameter CDU-VDU column, 8-meter diameter BFCCU main fractionator and 16-meter diameter regenerator reactor. The coke dome of 125 meters diameter, that is about 3 times of Gol Gumbaz, illustrates the project's ambition. The scale of the project is highlighted by a 135-meter derrick for 9 demountable flares, 127-meter C3 rectifier and 63 megawatt cracked gas compressor in DFCU. A 1 kilometer long, 160 meter wide product warehouse redefines logistics. These structures are more than achievements. They are symbols of HRRL's engineering brilliance and commitment to excellence. The project employs over 25,000 workmen, prioritizing their safety with rigorous standards. HRRL has ensured that the workmen are not only well cared for, but also feel valued by providing modern living quarters, comprehensive medical and recreational facilities, and shelters at site. Even though the soil at site is not conducive for plantation, HRRL has taken initiatives to develop greenbelt inside the refinery premises, with a commitment to transform our planet into a green and healthier world. Team HRRL persists through challenges like heat waves, sandstorms, and cyclones, showcasing resilience and expertise while setting new benchmarks in engineering and sustainability. Once completed, the project promises growth, prosperity, and a lasting impact on the state and nation's economic and social landscape.
नई सोच है नई रास्ते हैं पुकारते, नई मंजिलें ढूंढे नजर। नए रास्ते हैं पुकारते, नई मंजिलें ढूंढे नजर। दिल जोश से है भरा, कदमों को मिल गई डगर। नए HPCL को ढालने की तैयारी है, अब हमारी बारी है, अब हमारी बारी है, अब हमारी बारी है, अब हमारी बारी है आसमान ये हमारा, उड़ान हमारी है। नई सोच है, नया जोश है, नई सोच है, नया जोश है। अब हमारी बारी है, अब हमारी बारी है, अब हमारी बारी है। हर बुलंदी पर परचम अपना लहराएंगे, हर लक्ष्य को हम अपने जुनून से पाएंगे।
Good morning, shareholders. I am Rakesh Kumar Singh, Company Secretary. I welcome all the shareholders to the 73rd Annual General Meeting of the company. I request Sri Vikas Kaushal, Chairman and Managing Director, to preside over the meeting.
Good morning, shareholders. I am Vikas Kaushal, Chairman and Managing Director of HPCL, attending this meeting on video conferencing from Mumbai. I would like to welcome all the shareholders to 73rd AGM of the company. As members are aware, the Ministry of Corporate Affairs for the 6th consecutive year has allowed the companies to conduct their AGM through video conferencing or other audiovisual means. In line with the provisions of MCA circular, we are holding this AGM through VC. A live streaming of this meeting is also being webcast on NSDL's website. Since the meeting is being held through VC, I request Company Secretary to spare a few minutes to inform the process of VC meeting.
Thank you, Chairman sir. Though by now most of you would have a first-hand experience of joining and participating in the AGM through VC, however, I would like to spare a few minutes to take you through certain procedural and technical points. The facility of joining the AGM through VC is being made available to members on a first-come, first-served basis. All the members who have joined this meeting are by default placed on mute made by the host to avoid any disturbance arising from background noise and to ensure smooth and seamless conduct of the meeting. Once the question and answer session starts, the name of members who have registered as a speaker member will be announced one by one. Only the audio of a speaker member will thereafter be unmuted by the host. To start speaking, the member is requested to click the video on button only once and wait till the video is on. If the member is not able to join through video for any reason, the member can speak through audio mode. While speaking, we would request the speaker to use their microphone so that they are clearly audible. Minimize any noise in the background. Ensure that Wi-Fi is not connected to any other devices. No other background applications are running, and there is a proper lighting to have a good video experience. If there is any connectivity problem at the speaker member's end, we would invite next speaker member to join. Once the connectivity improves, the speaker member may be called again to speak after the members who have registered complete their turn. We would request the members to be slow and loud while asking their questions so as to capture them correctly. We would request the members to limit their speech to 3 minutes. During the AGM, if a member faces any technical issue, they may contact the helpline number mentioned in the notice of AGM. I now request Chairman to take forward the proceeding of the meeting. Thank you. Over to you, Chairman.
Thank you, Rakesh. The Company Secretary has confirmed the presence of the quorum and the meeting can now commence. Before we commence the proceedings, I would like to introduce my colleagues on the dais. To my immediate right is Shri Rajneesh Narang, Director Finance. To his right, further is Shri Amit Garg, who plays the role of your Director Marketing. To my left is Shri S. Bharatan, Director Refineries. And further to your left is your Director HR, Mr. K.S. Shetty. To my extreme right is Shri Rakesh Kumar Singh, Company Secretary, whose voice you have already heard and whose face you have already seen on the screen. Can I now call upon my fellow board members who are on video conferencing to introduce themselves and request the fellow board members to unmute while introducing themselves. I first request Shri Vinod Seshan, Government Nominee Director of the company, to introduce himself.
Good morning and namaste. My name is Vinod Seshan. I work with the Ministry of Petroleum and I'm the Nominee Director on the board of HPCL.
Thank you, Vinod. We are blessed to have him on our board and his guidance on behalf of the government. Now I request Shri Pankaj Kumar, Nominee Director of the company, representing ONGC, to introduce himself.
Namaskar. I am Pankaj Kumar. I am Director Production in ONGC and on the board of HPCL as Nominee Director. Currently, I am attending this meeting from my ONGC office in Delhi. Thank you.
Pankaj is a very veteran professional in the oil and gas industry. He also leads our project committee of the board and lends his rich experience there. I now invite Shri K.S. Narendran to introduce himself.
Namaskar, Vanakkam. I am K.S. Narendran, Independent Director of the company. I am also Chairman of the Audit Committee. I am attending this meeting through video conference from Tamil Nadu, my own place, Osu.
Thank you, Narendran ji. Next, I request Shri Bechan Lal to introduce himself.
Good morning. I am Bechan Lal, Independent Director of the company. I am also the Chairman of the NRC Nomination and Remuneration Committee Subcommittee. I am attending this meeting through VC from my Guwahati office. Thank you.
Thank you, Bechan Lal ji. Next, I invite Madam Sharda Singh Karwar to introduce herself, please. Madam, आप अपना introduction दीजिए, please.
आप सभी को सादर अभिवादन और नमस्कार। मैं शारदा सिंह खरवार इस कंपनी में इंडिपेंडेंट डायरेक्टर हूं और CSR और SD कमेटी की मैं चेयरमैन भी हूं और हमारे जो माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी हैं जो हमारे देश के, उनके संसदीय क्षेत्र वाराणसी से मैं आप सभी लोगों के साथ VC से जुड़ी हुई हूं। थैंक यू।
शुक्रिया मैडम। Next, I invite Shri Vivekanand Biswal ji to introduce himself.
नमस्कार, मैं विवेकानंद बिस्वाल इंडिपेंडेंट डायरेक्टर हूं और मैं स्टेक होल्डर रिलेशनशिप कमेटी की चेयरमैन हूं और मैं ये मीटिंग भुवनेश्वर से अटेंड कर रहा हूं। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, Biswal ji. And lastly, I invite Shri Abhay Sharma to introduce himself.
Good morning, namaskar. I am CA Dr. Abhay Sharma and I am Independent Director in HPCL and I am attending this meeting through video conferencing. Thank you.
Thank you all. And with the introductions of the entire Board of Directors, I now move on further in the agenda. The representatives of statutory auditors, the sectorial auditors, the cost auditors and scrutinizer for remote e-voting process are attending the AGM through VC. The company has taken requisite steps to enable members to participate and vote on the items being considered at this AGM. Since there is no physical attendance of the members and in compliance with the circulars issued by MCA and SEBI, the requirement of appointing proxies is not applicable. The registrar registers as required under the Companies Act 2013 to be made available for inspection by members during the continuance of the meeting are placed on the website of the company listed here and available for inspection during the continuance of this meeting. Since the notice, along with the director's report, auditor's reports are already circulated to the members, with your permission, I take the notice convening the meeting, director reports, auditor's reports as read and received. I request the Company Secretary to read out the comments of the Comptroller and Auditor General of India under Section 143(6) of the Companies Act 2013 on the financial statements of the company and also the qualifications contained in the sectorial audit report for the financial year 24-25 and the response of the company to the same. Over to you, Rakesh.
Thank you, sir. So there are nil comments from the CNG of India on accounts. Now I will read the qualification contained in secretarial audit reports and company response to the same. The company did not have required number of independent directors on its board intermittently for the financial year under review as stipulated under Section 149 of the Act, Regulation 17(1)B of SEBI LODR and Clause 3.1.4 of CPSE guidelines. The company did not have independent women director during the period 16th November 2024 to 27th March 2025, and also the board does not comprise of 50% of non-executive director during the period 30th December 2024 to 27th March 2025 as required under Regulation 17(1)A of SEBI LODR. However, being a government company, the power to appoint directors, including independent director and women directors, rests with the Government of India. Second qualification is, the company did not have an optimum composition of committee, namely Audit Committee as prescribed under Section 177 of the Act, Regulation 18(1)B of SEBI LODR and Clause 4.1.1 of CPSE guidelines for the period from 30th December 2024 till 2nd April 2025, and Nomination and Remuneration Committee as prescribed under Section 178, Regulation 19(1)B and C of SEBI LODR and Clause 5.1 of CPSE guidelines for the period from 14 November 2024 till 2nd April 2025. Second, Stakeholder Relationship Committee as prescribed under Regulation 22A of SEBI LODR for the period from 30 December 2024 to 6 January 2025. In absence of non-executive directors, the company has appointed whole-time director in the Nomination and Remuneration Committee. The response from the company to the secretarial audit observation is as follows. The company being a government company, the power to appoint directors, including independent directors, women directors, rests with the Government of India. Thank you. Now I request Chairman Sir to address the members.
Thank you, Rakesh. Now that we are through with the procedural formalities at the start of the meeting, let me start with my address. Once again, a very good morning to all of you ladies and gentlemen who are joining this call. It's an honor and a privilege for me to address you for the first time after assuming office as the Chairman and Managing Director of HPCL on 17th March 2025. It's with immense pleasure I welcome you all to the 73rd Annual General Meeting of Hindustan Petroleum Corporation Limited. I sincerely thank you all for your presence today and for your continued trust in our company's journey of growth and its evolution. FY 24-25 has been a landmark year for HPCL, defined by strong performance, strategic progress, and a steadfast commitment towards nation's growth. Our guiding theme, which you also see on our annual report, Urjavan Bharat, Viksit Bharat, embodies our actions and aspirations. As India advances towards its vision of being a developed economy by 2047, as outlined by our Honorable Prime Minister, HPCL is determined in its commitment to be at the forefront of this journey, meeting the nation's growing energy needs and powering inclusive progress. Before I come on to the company details, let me set the context briefly as your management team saw it during the last year, reflecting briefly on broad economic and industry landscape that influenced our business. First, on the world economy. We all know we live in very dynamic and turbulent times, which has had impact on global economic growth. The global economic output during the last year witnessed slight moderation and, of course, a lot of challenges around geopolitics. The economic growth was primarily driven by a slowdown in emerging markets and developing economies, and the overall world GDP moderated slightly to about 3.3% growth, which is a slight reduction from the 3.5% in the previous year. The advanced economies actually grew during that period, but the emerging economies had a bit of a slowdown. If I pivot to the Indian economy, we continued our strong, resilient journey of our growth. We had stability amid global uncertainty, strong domestic consumption, robust investment, and sustained government capital spending drove this momentum. As all of you would know, the GDP growth of the last financial year was at healthy 6.5, and that trend's been there for last few years. This growth was further reinforced by many proactive government policies aimed at strengthening the nation's economic foundations. There are many such schemes, but if I just were to name few of them, flagship initiatives such as PM Gati Shakti National Master Plan, the various production-linked incentives, and many other schemes have played a pivotal role in accelerating this transformation and bringing the growth. They are laying a strong foundation for our long-term economic aspiration and strengthening India's position as the fourth largest and fastest growing economy. As we all know, we are very soon poised to be the third largest economy globally. Let me move on to the developments in the oil and gas sector. The year 24-25 was marked by a considerable volatility in the global crude oil market. The average price of Indian crude oil basket stood at $78.6 per barrel during the year, and this was shaped by a complex interplay of geopolitical developments and shifting supply-demand fundamentals. Total petroleum consumption in the country grew by 2.5% to reach 239.2 million metric tons. The primary engines of the growth were four major petrochemical products or petroleum products, namely petrol, diesel, LPG, and jet fuel. The growth was fueled by increased person mobility, higher freight movement, and increased economic activity, and we expect this trend to continue in the foreseeable future. This rising demand, driven by rapid urbanization and industrial expansion, highlights the vital role your company plays in safeguarding the nation's energy security. In this dynamic environment, HPCL has consistently demonstrated strategic agility and operational resilience, rising to meet the evolving needs of the nation. Moving on to the financial performance, let me start this section by sharing the financial highlights. Last year, I would characterize it as a year of disciplined execution by HPCL. Your company, while delivering strong results, also built the foundation of future growth, some of which I will elaborate in the coming minutes. Your company recorded a gross sales of 4.6 lakh crores during the year and achieved a standalone profit after tax of 7,365 crores. The average gross refining margin, GRM, for the year was $5.74 per barrel. As you all know, your company has proposed a final dividend of rupees 10.5 per equity share for the year 24-25. The amount of final dividend payout would be approximately 2,234 crores. A lot of other details on the financials are provided in the annual report, which has been made available to you all. Your company continued to command an international long-term issuer rating on par with India's sovereign ratings from both Moody's and Fitch. Domestically, HPCL's long-term debt secured the highest possible rating from CRISIL, India Ratings, and ICRA. These ratings affirmed HPCL's financial stability and its resilience in a challenging global landscape. What drove this strong financial performance? Obviously, there was a lot of good physical performance, and let me highlight some of the facts from the previous financial year. Your company, as I said, recorded stellar physical performance on many parameters. First, let me talk of the heart of our company, the refineries. On the refining front, your company achieved the highest ever throughput of 25.27 million metric ton. This represented an average capacity utilization of 109% on the rated capacity of our refineries. Just to give you a context, our Vizag refinery, where you recall we had taken a significant modernization and expansion program, processed 15.31 million metric tons of crude, which was an all-time record. As a part of this program, the Vizag Refinery Modernization Program, your company has successfully increased the capacity of Vizag Refinery from 8.33 MTPA just a few years ago to 15 MTPA currently. It's almost doubled in the last few years as this program has unfolded. Another enabler for strong refinery performance was our strategic decision to expand the crude basket. I'm very proud to share that your company in the refining sector processed 178 global grades of crude, which gives us significant operational flexibility and allows us an optimized sourcing in a very volatile global market. Let me move on to the second big pillar of HPCL, the market performance. As you know, HPCL has been constantly progressing in the market, expanding its share and the volumes. Last year, we achieved the highest ever volume of 49.82 million metric ton. This was a robust 6.4% growth over the previous year. This demonstrates our deep market penetration in the Indian market and the trust customers place on your company and its brand. Our infrastructure backbone continues to support the business plans and capabilities. Our extensive pipeline network, the second largest in the country, achieved its highest throughput of 26.9 million metric ton, ensuring efficient and cost-effective transportation of products across the nation. As you can see, in refining, marketing, and pipeline, we broke all-time records, and that's why I said it was a year of strong performance and consolidation, because that sets the base for the future. Let me talk of the customer outreach. Your company continued to expand the footprint, and our retail network grew to 23,747 outlets, cementing our position as the second largest in terms of number of outlets in the country. To support the nation's transition to cleaner mobility, we have aggressively expanded our portfolio. We put in 5,976 EV charging facilities over the years, and our CNG stations are now 2,038. In the LPG segment, our brand HP Gas serves over 9.7 crore customers through a dedicated network of 6,378 distributors. Your company continues to be the second largest LPG marketer in the country. We also tried to expand our presence in the overseas markets, and your company exported 2.53 million metric ton of petroleum products to 18 countries in the last financial year. In the lubricant segment, HPCL exported more than 5.6 TMT of lubricants to various countries. We officially launched our brand in new growth markets like Sri Lanka and Cambodia, and expanded our presence by appointing new distributors and clients in key regions such as US, Ecuador, the UAE, and Nepal. HPCL has a wholly owned subsidiary, HPCL Middle East FZCO, which markets lubricants and other petroleum products across various markets in Middle East and Africa. We continue to leverage this subsidiary to expand our footprint in the overseas market with the objective of capturing new growth opportunities. Let me pivot on to another important aspect of our business, which is the ongoing capital projects, which represents our vision of future growth and are very integral to that. Your company successfully commissioned several critical infrastructure projects during the financial year 24-25. This has significantly enhanced our operational capabilities and strategic reach. I'm pleased to share that our wholly owned subsidiary, HPLNG Limited, commissioned its 5 MMTPA LNG regasification terminal at Chara in Gujarat in 24-25. This state-of-the-art facility is equipped with India's largest LNG storage tank, latest regasification technology, and a scalable design. It marks your company's formal entry into the high-growth LNG sector and positions it to play a pivotal role in advancing our natural gas ambitions. The company has since signed various deals to source LNG from the global market. All of this LNG would be landing at the Chara terminal. Towards strengthening the petroleum products and distribution network, a new POL depot was commissioned during the year at Dimapur in the state of Nagaland, further emphasizing our desire to expand the presence in the northeastern sector of the country. The revamping of existing POL facilities at Sangrur in Punjab and Vashi in Maharashtra was also completed during the year. Your company commissioned its first ever green hydrogen plant in any Indian refinery in 24-25. This was done at Vizag. The plant has a capacity to produce 370 TPA of green hydrogen using green power. We have post that, we have also expanded our presence in hydrogen and very recently made more steps to secure green hydrogen for our refineries. Let me talk of what other projects are in the pipeline and where are we on the progress. Your company is making significant strategic investments in large-scale projects that will define our future growth and also enhance both our national presence and our contribution to the nation's development. Construction is in full swing at the 9 MMTPA Greenfield Refinery and Petrochemical Complex in Rajasthan, which is being set up by our joint venture HPCL Rajasthan Refinery Limited. This is a joint venture, as you know, between HPCL and the government of Rajasthan. This project is in an advanced stage and progressing well. The residue upgradation facility at Vizag Refinery, which is the last leg of our VRMP program, has reached its mechanical completion and is currently in an advanced stage of commissioning. This is a remarkable project and will be one of the first in the world to deploy advanced LC-Max technology and has a capacity of 3.55 MTPA. This will significantly enhance our GRMs at the Vizag refinery by enabling the highest conversion of low-value bottoms into high-value products. Your company has also constructed India's largest LPG cavern at Mangalore with a storage capacity of 80 TMT. The project is progressing well for commissioning in the second quarter of FY 2025-26, and I can actually report that since then we have completed the project and are just awaiting a few approvals before we commission it. The lubes modernization and bottom upgradation project at Mumbai refinery has been initiated in the year. This will enhance the base oil production capacity and enable the manufacture of high-quality lubricants. On the pipeline side, another key project which is currently in progress is the 370-kilometer long cross-country pipeline from Vizag to Raipur, aiming at enabling efficient evacuation of petroleum products from the Vizag refinery. Various other infrastructure projects are underway. This will strengthen our market footprint and provide the base for our future growth. Let me pivot onto another important aspect of our business, the R&D. As you all know, we have emphasized a lot on innovation and R&D in HPCL. We have a state-of-the-art corporate R&D center in Bangalore, which is a world-class facility, and it has developed and demonstrated 76 innovative technologies and products which have led to significant cost advantage and efficiency improvements in the organization. During the last financial year, 114 patents were filed by HPGRDC, which is our research center in Bangalore, taking the cumulative number of patents by 661 as of 31st March 2025. Your company is taking significant steps to make sure these are converted into, or these are giving commercial gains to us as an organization. Moving on to another important aspect of our business, the HSE and sustainability. As you all know, your company is deeply committed to the principles of health, safety, and environment, which form the bedrock of our operational ethos. Sustainability and safety continue to be core to all our business activities. Your company has been reporting its performance on environmental, social, and governance aspects through the publication of annual sustainability reports for 13 years now. The annual sustainability report adheres to GRI and other applicable standards. Towards reducing the carbon intensity in the transportation sector, your company is actively participating in ethanol blending program and has recorded an overall ethanol blending percentage of 16.7% during the last financial year. We have fully embraced the ethanol blending program of the Government of India and are ready to meet the current blending targets set by the government. Our refineries have also focused a lot on energy savings, and during the years they achieved 1,56,022 standard refinery fuel tonnage in terms of energy conservation measures. This was a accumulation of multiple different schemes which are implemented in our refineries. For the promotion of advanced biofuel in transportation, your company is supporting the Government of India's sustainable alternate towards affordable transportation, the STATAT scheme as it is known. In FY 24-25, HPCL onboarded 8 new CBG plants with a combined capacity of 15 TPD, raising the total operational footprint to 15 plants with an aggregated capacity of 89 TPD. Till now, I had talked about the financial and physical performance. I had talked about some of the core tenets of our companies, such as HSC, etc. Let me move on to something which is also very integral to our ethos as a company, corporate social responsibility. Your company continues to work responsibly for development of underprivileged communities and empowerment of marginalized section of the society towards inclusive growth and augmenting the social capital of the nation. Your company has undertaken various CSR initiatives touching the lives of over 40 lakh beneficiaries in multiple focus areas. During the last year, the overall CSR spend was 87.35 crores, and this was executed through 75 targeted projects. A significant portion of this spend, 19.08 crores, was focused on development of 11 aspirational districts, reflecting our commitment to inclusive growth. There are a lot more details on what we have done on this front in the annual report. I encourage the shareholders to read through those. Let me now pivot on to how is the company being run and some of the governance aspects which are also equally important. Internal control and risk management. Your company, as a very responsible citizen, has a comprehensive and well-defined risk management framework with robust internal control processes for smooth conducting of the business. The framework is aligned with internationally recognized standards such as COSO ERM 2017 and ISO 31000 of 2018. There are multiple risks, as you know, in our business. These include things like crude supply disruptions, crude price volatility, foreign exchange exposure, operational risks, competitive intensity changing, and climate change concerns. Your management teams are regularly reviewing these risks, preparing the risk mitigation plans and interventions as required. Robust cybersecurity measures have been implemented to ensure safety and security of our data systems and data. The Risk Management Committee continues to provide direction and guidance in this domain. Continuing on the theme of corporate governance, the foundation of our sustained performance is an unwavering commitment to the highest standards of corporate governance. Your company operates with a deep-seated belief in transparency, integrity, and accountability. Your company conducts all our business activities in strict adherence to regulatory framework, including the SEBI listing regulations and the DP guidelines on corporate governance. Our governance is structured through a well-defined policy framework, which includes a robust code of conduct for board members and senior management, a well-defined whistleblower policy to ensure ethical conduct, and a comprehensive risk management framework, which I briefly talked about earlier. The board held 13 meetings during the year to provide strategic supervision and direction, besides multiple meetings of all the board subcommittees which we have. Your company activities are also reviewed by several external auditors, including the Comptroller and Auditor General of India and various parliamentary committees. This multi-layered oversight ensures that we continue to nurture the trust and confidence of all our stakeholders. The management team of the company was assisted by multiple independent directors on the board. During the year, Shri Vivekanand Biswal and Shri Bechan Lal completed their term as independent directors and have been reappointed to the board. Shrimati Sharda Singh Kharwar and Shri Abhay Sharma have joined the board as independent directors in March 25 and May 25, respectively. You are served by a very well-knit and a very agile board. Moving on to the biggest strength of our company, the people. The strength of your company continues to be its 8,000 plus employees and numerous others who are associated with the company. They are skilled, competent, and dedicated and very determined to take your corporation forward. It is your company's endeavor, continuing endeavor, if I may say so, to create an environment where employees strive to drive excellence. Your company has taken several initiatives to enhance employee engagement, capability building, and leadership development. The competencies of the workforce are constantly upgraded to equip them with the changing environments and making them ready to meet the future challenges. Last year, we delivered 64,000 man-days of learning and development, and this included extensive use of latest technologies and platforms to enable the learning for our teams. To enhance the safety culture, I can give you precisely, 1,439 officers have been trained and certified through specialized safety aptitude program in collaboration with National Safety Council. All the hard work that your teams have done have also been recognized by external folks. During the year, we won many recognitions. For paucity of time, I'll just highlight a few out here. And these represent excellent performance across multiple dimensions. In 24-25, your company received the prestigious Sustainably Growing Corporate of the Year award from FIPI. On the R&D front, which I talked about, our efforts were also recognized by Innovator of the Year award by FIPI. There are many other such awards. As I said, for paucity of time, I'll only highlight a few here. But these accolades reflect our relentless pursuit of excellence in every facet of our operation. Now, let me pivot and talk a bit about our future. Let me start about the strategy which we are adopting and how do we expect to go in the future. As I said earlier, your company has performed strongly and set the foundation for its future growth. Your management team believes HPCL is on a cusp of creating a stronger performance orbit. I talked about our large capital programs. With many of those large capital programs coming to a close, your company should start accruing benefits from these programs in the near future, which elevates our performance significantly. We talked about the robust growth in India and the opportunity it provides. We believe the Indian energy market continues to be one of the most vibrant growth markets globally, and your company is in the right market. Expanding economy, the basic population growth, urbanization, increased industrialization, they will continue to propel India's energy requirements and thus creating growth opportunities for your company. HPCL is fully prepared to capitalize on these opportunities which the dynamic environment is throwing at us. Our strategy is anchored in a dual-track approach to the evolving energy landscape. On one hand, we will continue to strengthen our core business in traditional fuels and growth areas such as natural gas and petrochemical. This is around where we have been traditionally present in the refining, marketing, and the adjacent areas. On the other hand, we will also accelerate investments in emerging and alternate fuels such as biofuels, LNG, I talked about it earlier of the recent developments, EV charging infrastructure, green hydrogen, where we have just awarded one of the most competitive green hydrogen projects, which marks a big step forward. As a management team, we have been focused on taking HPCL on the transformative journey and march into the future with confidence. Your management team has built this journey around 4 key planks. First, improving operational efficiencies. We are a very large asset base, and we can increase our efficiencies in many dimensions, and the management team is focused on getting those benefits realized. Second, we want to prepare for the next wave of growth. Third, strengthening our enablers such as our people processes, our digital processes, which allows your company to be harnessing its talent and also being agile in its future growth ambitions. And last but not least, enhancing our external engagement. We are one of the biggest brands in India. We want to take this story across to everyone in the country and strengthen our brand further. Let me delve into some details on these programs to give you a flavor of how we are doing it. The company has launched an ambitious operational improvement program, which is the first plank I talked about. It's called Project Samriddhi, which is aiming to structurally address the cost and enhance the EBITDA. This has been in works in the last few months, and it is giving us very good results, and hopefully this momentum will continue forward. I talked about the third lever around digital transformation. The company has been engaged in these activities for the last few years, but we have further intensified our attempts at leveraging digital transformation towards meeting the business goals. There are many other activities, but in paucity of time, I'll just move on to the next part of it. Before I come to the concluding section of my speech, I wanted to assure you, your management team is fully committed to pushing the envelope and taking HPCL to the greater glory. We hope that with your support and blessings, HPCL will continue to be the shining star of Indian energy sector. Before I conclude, I wanted to extend my gratitude to all those who have been part of this journey. First and foremost, of course, all the shareholders. But if I go a bit deeper, my sincere thanks to Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas and many other ministries of Government of India and many state governments and authorities for their invaluable guidance and unwavering support. The extent of support we have received from them is very encouraging and bodes well for our future. I also wish to acknowledge the contributions of Shri Pushp Kumar Joshi, the previous chairman and managing director, who superannuated during the year. He was a long-serving member of HPCL family, and we thank him for his tireless contributions to the firm. Shrimati Vimla Pradhan, Shri Ram Darshan Singh Pal, and Dr. Nagaraj Bhalke have completed their tenure as independent directors of your company during the year. I take this opportunity to acknowledge their valuable contributions in bringing diverse perspectives and independent views, which have greatly enriched the deliberations of the board. I thank my esteemed colleagues on the board, those who are sitting on the dais with me and also the ones on the video conference. They have been very insightful in the governance, and they have provided very mature counsel. My fellow directors and I also express our deep gratitude to ONGC management and all our other stakeholders for their continued support and confidence in us. Our success would not have been possible without our valued customers, dealers, distributors, business partners, employees, our unions and associations who also play a very important part in our family, and all our other stakeholders. They are the faces of HPCL across the nation. The relentless commitment, the tireless efforts and dedication to excellence from each of these segments are the foundation on which we are building a prosperous and sustainable future. Lastly, I would like to thank the fellow directors on the board with me here. They have pushed hard over many years towards achieving the company's goal. Additionally, all of our senior leadership team, some of whom I can see in the room across me, they deserve a special mention for the exemplary leadership they have shown and each of our 8,000 plus employees and our extended family of people who work around us deserve a special mention and thanks for their special efforts. It is this team HPCL which will take this corporation towards greater glory. I look forward to continued involvement and collaborative working with all our stakeholders to keep alive our legacy of touching lives and be a company that delivers happiness. Thank you and Jai Hind. I now request Company Secretary to inform the process followed by the company for remote e-voting and the resolution proposed for approval of the members of the company. Rakesh, over to you.
Thank you, sir. The Companies Act 2013 and SEBI listing regulations requires company to provide the facility of e-voting to enable members to cast their votes electronically on all items of business to be transacted at the general meeting. Accordingly, the company had engaged the services of NSDL to provide members the facility to cast their vote through the remote electronic voting platform provided by NSDL. The remote e-voting commenced on Sunday, August 17, 2025 at 5 p.m. and ended on Thursday, August 21, 2025 at 5 p.m. The members holding shares as on cutoff date, that is a Friday, August 15, 2025, were entitled to vote on the resolution. The company has appointed Ragini Choksi and Company Secretary as a scrutinizer to conduct the remote e-voting process in a fair and a transparent manner. As per the notice of 73rd AGM, ordinary/special resolutions are proposed for approval of the members of the company for the following item of business. Ordinary business, item number 1, to receive, consider and adopt the audited standalone as well as consolidated financial statements of the company for the financial year ended 31st March 2025, together with the reports of the Board of Directors and auditor thereon. Item number 2, to declare final dividend of rupees 10.5 per equity share for the financial year 24-25. Item number 3, to appoint a director in place of Sri Rajneesh Narang, who retires by rotation and being eligible offer himself for reappointment. Item number 4, to appoint a director in place of Sri Amit Garg, who retires by rotation and being eligible offers himself for reappointment. Now I move to special business. Item number 5, appointment of Sri Vikas Kaushal as Chairman and Managing Director of the company. Item number 6, appointment of Sri Bechan Lal as an Independent Director of the company. Item number 7, appointment of Srimati Sarda Singh Kharwar as an Independent Director of the company. Item number 8, appointment of Sri Vivekanand Biswal as an Independent Director of the company. Item number 9, appointment of Sri Abhay Sharma as an Independent Director of the company. Item number 10, appointment of Upendra Shukla and Associates as a Secretarial Auditor of the company. Item number 11, to ratify the remuneration of the cost auditor for the financial year ending March 31, 2026. Item number 12, approval of material related party transactions with HPCL Mittal Energy to be entered during the financial year 2026-27. Item number 13, approval of material related party transactions to be entered with Hindustan Colas Private Limited during the financial year 2026-27. Since the AGM is being held through VC and the resolutions mentioned in the notice convening this AGM have already been put to vote through remote e-voting, there will be no proposing and seconding of the resolution. Thank you. I now request Chairman sir to take forward the proceeding of the meeting.
Thank you, Rakesh. Thank you. May I now request the members to raise the queries on the items of business to be transacted at this AGM. With the view to facilitate participation of more members and to provide equal opportunity to speak, the time allocated to each speaker is maximum 3 minutes. I request everyone to please adhere to this time so that more people have a chance to speak. The members are requested to avoid repetitive queries or observations already raised by the members so as to enable adequate time to other members and to provide responses to the queries. We also wish to advise our esteemed shareholders that in order to provide detailed database response to their queries, we would also communicate our responses suitably through emails. I now request the host to call one by one those members who have registered to speak. After all the speakers have completed their questions, the answers shall be provided. Over to the host.
Thank you, sir. Dear shareholders, a gentle reminder. Kindly unmute your microphone before you speak. Our first shareholder registered to speak is Bimal Krishna Sarkar. Mr. Sarkar, kindly unmute your microphone and speak.
Audible, sir. Hello, audible, sir.
Yes, sir. Audible.
Hello.
Sure.
Very good morning, sir. मैं बिमल कृष्ण सरकार, मेरा रेसिडेंस कोलकाता से जॉइन कर. Respected chairman, other dignitaries, company secretary, or shareholder present in the meeting. Sir, thanks to the chairman for excellent and valuable presentation regarding performance of the company. And thanks to the company secretary and secretary department for excellent investor service. Sir, HPCL has maintained steadiness both in its turnover and profitability in spite of several factors paired with the geopolitical tension and current slowdown economy. Sir, in the last, congratulations on the consistent EBITDA growth journey in the last few years. What strategies do we have to take this to next level? If there are any effect on TVS Motor, on HPCL, or imposing tariff on import goods by the USA President Donald Trump. Sir, what are the capital expenditure for next 2 years? Sir, best wishes to you all. Patience, I thanks for patience hearing. Over to you, sir. Further proceedings. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sarkar. We move on to speaker shareholder number 2, Santosh Kumar Saraf.
नमस्कार, मेरी आवाज आ रही है सर?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
श्रीमान सभापति जी, उपस्थित निर्देशक मंडल के सदस्यगण, अधिकारीगण और कर्मचारीगण, मैं संतोष कुमार सराफ हृदय से आप सभी को राम राम कहता हूँ. आशा करता हूँ आप सब अच्छे स्वास्थ्य में होंगे सर. सर, मैं उन 8,000 प्लस कर्मचारियों का आभार प्रकट करता हूँ जिनकी कड़ी मेहनत का फल है हमारी कंपनी इतना अच्छा रिजल्ट दे रही है सर. उन कर्मचारियों के साथ साथ उनकी फैमिली का भी आभार प्रकट करता हूँ जो सदा बैकबोन के रूप में उनके साथ में खड़ी रहती है, जिस पूर्ण क्षमता से वो अपना योगदान हमारी कंपनी में प्रदान करते हैं सर. सर, मैं सेक्रेटरी उनका भी आभार प्रकट करता हूँ हमें जोगाजोग करने के लिए और रिमाइंडर करने के लिए और स्पीकर नंबर बताने के लिए. सर, सबसे पहले तो आपका स्वागत करता हूँ हमारी कंपनी में नए चेयरमैन के रूप में आने से. आशा करता हूँ आपके पदार्पण से हमारी कंपनी बहुत ज्यादा आगे बढ़ेगी और दिन चौगुनी रात चौगुनी बढ़ेगी. पहले भी चेयरमैन ने किया, लेकिन लगता है उनसे भी अच्छा रिजल्ट आपके थ्रू मिलेगा सर. सर, मैं सीएफओ का भी आभार प्रकट करना चाहूंगा जिन्होंने इतनी अच्छी बैलेंस शीट बनाई है सर. अब ये बैलेंस शीट इतनी अगर बना दें तो प्रश्न क्या करें सर. तो उनको बोलिए कि कम से कम एक आध पॉइंट हम लोग के लिए भी छोड़ दें तो विकास सर से हम प्रश्न कर सके. अगर आप छोड़ोगे तो हम क्या करें सर, बताइए. फिर भी क्या है ना, जैसे अपने विकास जी, आपको कौशल जी, घर में खाना बहुत अच्छा बनता है, अपने शादी ब्याह में जाते हैं, खाना बहुत अच्छा बनता है, वो खाते हैं. फिर पूछते भाई आइसक्रीम या पान है कि नहीं है. तो इसकी आपकी बैलेंस शीट काफी अच्छी बनी है. फिर भी मैं एक दो प्रश्न करना चाहूंगा, उसका अन्यथा मत लीजिएगा सर. एक तो सर, जो अभी पोजीशन चल रही है कि ट्रम्प साहब अपना ट्रम्प कार्ड बीच में खेलते हैं. सुबह है जैसे ताश के पत्ते में ट्रम्प होता है ना, तो कब ट्रम्प खा लेते हैं फिर वापस ले लेते हैं. तो रशिया के साथ में जो चाहते हैं कि हम पेट्रोल आयात नहीं करें, है, तो इसके लिए कल ऐसा कांड हो जाता है तो हमारी कंपनी अपनी इंटरेस्ट को प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए क्या प्लान और प्लान बी बनाई है, इसके बारे में बताइए. क्योंकि अभी उन्होंने ट्रम्प कार्ड खेला नहीं है, लेकिन हमें पहले से रेडी कर रहना पड़ेगा. इसके बारे में जरूर बताइएगा सर. और सर, वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट के लिए आप क्या कदम उठा रहे हैं, इसके बारे में जरूर बताइएगा. क्योंकि
सर, आपने क्या बोला था?
फीमेल एम्पावरमेंट के लिए, मतलब अपने फीमेल की संख्या ज्यादा हो. आपने देखा है कि हमारे मोदी जी अभी फीमेल को आगे से आगे बढ़ाने की चेष्टा कर रहे हैं, चाहे वो मिलिट्री में हो चाहे किसी भी सेक्शन में हो। तो हम चाहते हैं कि आप उनकी इस कार्य में सहायता प्रदान करें, जिससे ज्यादा, क्योंकि एक जमाना था फीमेल को समझते थे कि ये कार्य नहीं कर सकती, ये आप आज जब ने देखा कि वो सब जगह काम करती है, हर फील्ड में अपने योगदान देती है। तो विकास जी, आप जहाँ आए तो सर इस पर जरूर ध्यान दीजिएगा। और सर मैं क्या कहूँ, बैलेंस शीट तो इतनी अच्छे बना दी और प्रश्न भी करते जा रहा हूँ। सर ये प्रश्न रिलेटिव नहीं है, ये बताइए कि सर अपनी कंपनी की ESG रेटिंग क्या है, ESG रेटिंग क्या है, उसका स्कोर क्या है, और अगर स्कोर अच्छा है तो हम अपनी कंपनी के फायदे के लिए किस तरह यूटिलाइज कर सकते हैं, ये बताइएगा। मैं ज्यादा प्रश्न नहीं करूंगा, बैलेंस शीट अच्छी बनी, इसलिए मैं CFO का फिर आभार प्रकट करता हूँ। आपके थ्रू उनसे रिक्वेस्ट करता हूँ अगले साल 1-8 पॉइंट हमारे जैसे स्पीकर की रख दे, जिससे हम चेयरमैन से प्रश्न कर सकें। अगर नहीं रखते तो उनको तो पता है बैलेंस शीट बनाते ये प्रश्न आ सकते हैं, तो वो प्रश्न हमें बता दें सेक्रेटरी के थ्रू, साहब ये प्रश्न रखा हुआ है, ये आप चेयरमैन से पूछ लीजिएगा। बाकी कुछ नहीं सर, आने वाले फाइनेंशियल 25 सर्विस के आप सभी को, जितने डायरेक्टर भाई बहन हैं, जितने कर्मचारी भाई बहन हैं, जितने हमारे एसोसिएट भाई बहन हैं, उनके स्वास्थ्य की कामना करता हूँ। तो मैं कंपनी के साथ उनके लिए भी विश करता हूँ, हेल्दी वेल्दी प्रोसेस सेफ्टी के साथ ये फाइनेंशियल शेष होगा। सर सेकंड में मैं आप सभी को आने वाले त्योहारों की भी, जो राष्ट्रीय त्योहार है या आपकी जिंदगी के फैमिली के पर्सनल त्योहार, उनकी भी शुभकामना देता हूँ। और भगवान से हाथ जोड़ कर रिक्वेस्ट करता हूँ, भगवान ये त्योहार आपकी हमारी सभी की जिंदगी में, जितने भी हमारे स्टेटस हैं, जिंदगी में आनंद और खुशियां लेके आए। और सर मैं मॉडरेटर का भी आभार प्रकट करता हूँ काफी अच्छी सर्विस देने के लिए। लेकिन सर मेरा रिक्वेस्ट शेफो साहब से जरूर आप पहुंचा दीजिएगा, है कि नहीं है, क्योंकि आएंगे और आपसे प्रश्न नहीं करें तो मन नहीं मानता, और उल्टा सीधा प्रश्न करें तो सर आपको भी अच्छा नहीं लगे। और दूसरा सर एक रिक्वेस्ट रहेगी, मैं 6 साल से मीटिंग अटेंड कर रहा हूँ, तो लीगलाइज तो नहीं है, लेकिन दीपावली के टाइम में कुछ स्पीकर शेयर होल्डर का याद रखेंगे तो काफी अच्छा लगेगा। ये मेरा आपसे रिक्वेस्ट है, इसकी प्रथा चालू करिए कि एक स्पीकर आपके लिए अपनी टाइम कंट्रीब्यूट करता है, आपके पास के बारे में रहता है। सर धन्य, जय हिंद, जय भारत, नमस्कार, समय दे और BC मीटिंग कंटिन्यू सके, जिससे आपके प्रति हमारे जितने भी कर्मचारी भाई उनके प्रति आभार, अच्छे काम के लिए आभार प्रकट करने का मौका मिले। जय हिंद, जय भारत, राम राम।
Thank you, Mr. Saraf. We move on to speaker shareholder number 3, Lily Pradhan.
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Loud and clear.
Okay. Very good morning, all chairpersons and all viewers. Myself Lily Pradhan, long-time shareholder from Kolkata, attending the meeting through video conferencing. I am obliged that the management has given me chance to speak at AGM. First of all, I would like to thank the Board of Directors, respected Chairman, respected MD, respected CFO, respected Secretary with Secretarial team for wonderful arrangement and guiding me in advance for attending the AGM through video conferencing. Pleased must be VC in future because any part of the world abroad persons can participate and express their views. As a secretary, very good appreciative personalized human beings. Overall, very good investor services. Chairman sir, I am really proud to you for being a polite, decent, hardworking and patientful behavior. I hope under your leadership, our company will better to better in coming future. Go ahead, good wishes always with you. I received email of e-notice well in advance and also annual report hard copy. The theme of cover page is very good knowledgeable and balance sheet also transparent. I wholehearted support all resolution by voting. I am very happy to know that the company's performance is developing a lot, which is sustainable growth. Credit rating of the company is very good. Now I have put some specific question and request in present situation. Recent price drop are concerning despite a long-term gain. What's the outlook for stability? Next, is the profit jump repeatable or based on favorable macro conditions? Next, why is distillate yield and GRM lower than BPCL and IOCL? Steps to improve. Steps to improve. Next, what is the plan or timeline for generating return from renewables and petrochemicals. Nothing more. As a woman speaker, request always support women empowerment, which is most important and must be obeyed by trusting for dignity and respect. Chairman sir, please consider the felicitation policy for appreciation and encouragement. And also, please try to consider planned visit. Nothing more. Thank you. Thank you so much. With warm regards and best wishes, all the best.
Ms. Pradhan, I now invite Speaker Shareholder number 4, Manoj Kumar Gupta, to express his views.
Hello.
Sir, we
Good
can see you
morning.
and hear you.
Hello.
Yes, sir, please go ahead.
Yeah, good morning, respected Chairman, Board of Directors, fellow shareholders. My name is Namaskar. My name is Manoj Kumar Gupta. I have joined this meeting from my residence city of Joy, Kolkata. I feel proud to be a shareholder of HPCL from last 30 years. And I feel proud to see the excellent result of the company for the year 24-25 under your able and dynamic leadership. I totally agree with Mr. Saraf that you have covered all things. You have not left anything for the shareholders to ask, which were surrounding in the mind of investors. You have covered. But we are very, sir, हम लोग लाचा कुछ ना कुछ वो है ना मजबूर है कुछ पूछें आपसे क्योंकि साल में एक बार मौका मिलता है तो इसलिए और ये देखिए हमारे माननीय प्रधानमंत्री का जो दूरदर्शी प्रधानमंत्री है और जो भविष्य की सोचते हैं उनका ये जो विजन सक्सेस हुआ एपिडेमिक कोविड-19 में कि वीसी मीटिंग चालू किया जाए और वो ग्रैंड सक्सेस हो गया कंट्री में और उसके माननीय प्रधानमंत्री के सपने साकार सपने का देन है कि आज आप बॉम्बे में और हम कलकत्ता में आपसे रूबरू बात कर सकते हैं फिजिकली मिले या ना मिले बट और वीसी मीटिंग कंटिन्यू रखिए जिससे कि सारी दुनिया में लोग शेयर होल्डर आपसे जुड़ सकें चाहे वो कहीं भी हो पेट्रोलियम मिनिस्ट्री के नॉमिनी भी सुन रहे हैं ओएनजीसी के नॉमिनी भी सुन रहे हैं कि वीसी मीटिंग कंटिन्यू रखिए Sir, when do you expect to complete the Rajasthan project? Just now you have mentioned in your opening remarks about the Rajasthan project with a joint venture with the Rajasthan government. How the Panipat refinery is doing working? A joint venture with ArcelorMittal in Panipat. So how is that working? And what's your future plan with the joint venture? Sir, you have covered all areas of the country for North India, South India, but you have not given a single word on the eastern part or northeast, because both are inspiring under the leadership of our visionary Prime Minister. Northeast has also grown up becoming the NDA state in Northeast. So what's your plan for Northeast for the from the HPCL? And what's your plan for eastern part, Odisha, Bengal, Jharkhand, Bihar? So what's your plan? And with capex for next 2 years, have you any plan to flood the refinery in this part also? Because how you will utilize your cash balance in your books on 31st March 2025? So how you will utilize? And have you any plan and how our overseas businesses are doing? Is there any direct or indirect impact of geopolitical tension on our company? And what impact will come on our company due to tariff impact of US? And how you will reward, what's your plan to celebrate 75th year after 2 years, a platinum jubilee? And you will be lucky one that you will chair the meeting on that day of 75th AGM. So what's your plan to reward the employees and the investors? First employees, because on their hard work, a company earning, then you are paying to the shareholder. So first consider employees, then consider shareholder. Because on their hard efforts and day night work, hard work, they return to the nation and investors. So what's your plan in that regard? Kindly throw some highlights, sir. And how much amount is due on the airlines of the airline fuel of the SpiceJet and the Indigo? How much amount is due? And what steps are you taking to recover? that dues, sir. And some heads of the expenses has gone up. So what steps are you taking to reduce the expenses? Last but least, continue the VC meeting and convey our thanks to your company secretary that due to his hard efforts and services with this team to help us to join this meeting through VC, and keep always smile. AGM is a center to smile that send a right signal to the mind of investors and the stock market. If the board smiles, that will send a right signal to the stock market, sir. Because your share balance sheet is strong, but reflection is not in the stock market. That reflection should be there in the, because our share price is very low. Because our share price should be more than 1,000 rupees. With this, thank you very much, sir.
Mr. Gupta, we move on to speaker shareholder number 5, K. Bharatraj.
Yeah. Very good afternoon, Mr. Chairman. And audible, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, very good morning, Mr. Chairman, entire board of directors. I am Bharatraj, attending from Hyderabad. First of all, warm welcome to you, sir. Under your leadership, my company will grow, prosperous, and give more returns to the shareholders, dividends and bonus, sir. That is only we expect from you, sir. Chairman, sir, my question is that the country now concentrating on the green energy, hydrogen energy. So how you take this challenge, sir? Please let me know, sir. Recently, a lot of companies are concentrating on hydro energy. So any plans HPL to coming into the hydrogen energy, so that in future can we face the challenges, sir? Chairman, sir, bonus is we expecting, sir. I under the leadership, we hope we get a liberal bonus. Please consider, sir. Chairman, sir, please increase the CNG gas outlets, sir. In Hyderabad, there is a limited, sir. There is a lot of traffic in the line. The vehicles were waiting, sir. So increase the CNG outlets so that we don't face any problem in metro cities, sir. Because EV is there, but a lot of customers are using CNG. So please look into the CNG, sir. Chairman, sir, there are no questions, sir. Once again, my best wishes to you. All the best for coming years. I thank my Mr. Murali, our company secretary, and our Balaji, Mr. Balaji. They are always accessible in time. Send me the annual report. And the way the system they arrange, sir, they telling this shareholder number, sir. In big companies, they never tell the number, sir. They tell just we should wait for our time. But this is very good practice, sir. And finally, sir, small request. Please arrange a hybrid mode AGM, sir. I'm not against to the VC, sir. Hybrid is very important to meet physically, sir. Who want to come, they'll come. Who don't want to come, they'll come in the VC, sir. So next year, sir, our 75 silver platinum jubilee, we'll have a hybrid mode so that we can meet you personally, sir. Thank you for giving this opportunity. God bless you, our entire board of directors. I am Bharatraj signing off from Hyderabad. Thank you very much.
Mr. Bharatraj, we move on to speaker shareholder number 6, Praful Chawda.
हेलो सर, मेरी आवाज आ रही है सर?
Yes, sir. Yes. Please go ahead.
चेयरमैन सर, बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स, मेरे साथी चल रहे, फर्स्ट तो मैं न्यू अपॉइंटमेंट हमारे चेयरमैन मैनेजमेंट बैंक को वेलकम करता हूँ और शुभकामना देता हूँ कि जब तक एचपीएल में रहेंगे तब तक आप बड़ा नाम कमा के जाएंगे और इन्वेस्टर को ज्यादा बेनिफिट देके जाएंगे। सर, अभी ईवी गाड़ी का चरण बढ़ गया है, बस, कार, ट्रक सब ईवी होना शुरू हो गया है। ज्यादातर हर बिजनेस है आगे बढ़ते जाता है 10% 20% प्रोडक्शन ज्यादा चाहता है, सेल ज्यादा होना चाहिए। तो एसी से थोड़ा कम हो सकता है या क्या हो सकता है? जो गवर्नमेंट इंडिया तो बोलती है कि 10-15 साल में पेट्रोल का काम ही खत्म कर देंगे, तो इसके बारे में आपका क्या ख्याल है? सर, दूसरा, ईवी गाड़ी, जनरल पब्लिक का क्वेश्चन है मेरा। ईवी गाड़ी में हवा भराने के लिए पेट्रोल पंप पे जाते तो ना बोल देते नहीं भर देंगे, और जो प्राइवेट में भराते तो लोग इतने बदमाश रहते हैं कि पंचर कर देते हैं, बाकी आगे जाके पंचर रिपेयर करना पड़ता, टाइम भी वेस्ट होता है, पैसे भी जाता है। तो इसके लिए आप पूरे पेट्रोल पंप पे ईवी गाड़ी को भी हवा भरने के लिए फ्री या चार्ज रखो, 5 रुपीज 10 रुपीज, नो प्रॉब्लम। पर पेट्रोल पंप पे अभी ट्रस्ट ज्यादा है लोगों को, तो इसके बारे में सोचेंगे। पेट्रोल का जो पाइप है इसमें लोग कितने साल से बोलते आ रहे, ब्लैक पाइप है, पेट्रोल अंदर जाता है, इससे बबल भी जाता है, यानी कि एयर भी जाता है, तो हम एयर के भी पैसे दे रहे क्या? तो इसके लिए व्हाइट पाइप रखने का सिस्टम अगर एचपीएल फर्स्ट स्टार्ट करेंगे
तो बहुत अच्छा रहेगा, ऐसा मेरा सोचने का है। CSR बहुत अच्छा काम हो रहा है, सबको बेनिफिट मिल रहा है। इसमें एजुकेशन तो और मेडिकल भी अच्छा मिल रहा है, तो अच्छा है सर। सर, अपनी कंपनी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट बेस में भी बहुत काम देती होगी। अभी कॉन्ट्रैक्टर क्या करता है, सब चिप में लेबर ढूंढता है, तो इसको ज्यादा से ज्यादा बेनिफिट हो। तो चिप में लेबर मिलता है, तो जो घुसपैठिया है इंडिया में, ISO है, वो कम में पैसे में काम करता है। इंडियन लेबर 1000 रुपीज लेता है, तो 300 रुपीज में काम करता है। तो कॉन्ट्रैक्टर को बेनिफिट होता है, तो वो ऐसे लोगों को लेके आते हैं जो इंडियन नहीं है। तो ऐसे लोगों को भी आप नहीं आने देना चाहिए, और टोटल इंडियन को ही आपकी कंपनी में काम मिलना चाहिए, एक कॉन्ट्रैक्ट बेस पे मिलो या किसी भी बेस पे मिलो। धन्यवाद सर।
Thank you very much, Mr. Praful Chawda. We move on to speaker shareholder number 7, Ashut Kumar Pathak.
Audible?
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
I'm audible and visible also. Good noon, respected Chairman, MD, Board of Directors, Company Secretary, fellow members joining at 73rd AGM of Hindustan Petroleum Corporation Limited. My name is Ashut Kumar Pathak, joining from Damdam, Kolkata. My esteemed gratitude to our Company Secretary, Mr. Rakesh Kumar Singh, and entire leadership team for sending me the notice of the 73rd AGM with annual report, digital annual report, very well in advance and allow me to speak. Sir, your opening remarks is most valuable for entire financial performance and operational strategy. I have noted the most valid point and most welcome to joining as a chairman and MD in my company, and my best wishes for your good health and your enhanced contribution to my company as a minority shareholder, which we always expect. Now coming to the financial performance, excellent financial performance where there are ongoing geopolitical turbulence, volatility of crude, and huge competition from recognized domestic players, as well as new Russian player also coming in Nara Energy. There's a very, very tough competition at present. Also nicely achieved near about revenue 4,66,346 crores. Also profit after tax 7,365 crores, EPS rupees 34.61, and nicely CSR achieved rupees 87.35 crores, and net worth increased to 45,958. And I like to highlight it, our domestic market share near about 20.54. Excellent, sir. Also holding 30.87% Indian refining capacity. Excellent initiative from my company. Only, sir, my view I like to first share. My view, average gross refining margin mentioned $5.74 per barrel impacted in our margin. Share your thoughts, because we have highest ever refining throughput and also market sales 49.82 MMT, higher than previous year, and also last year capex 14,500 crores for improvement of refinery verticals, mostly Vikas, Mumbai and Rajasthan. But I noticed our cash earning per share reduced to rupees 66.01 against rupees 133.53 crores. And EPS also reduced to 34.61 against 69.06. And last year we got dividend, total dividend rupees 31.50. And this year we are getting 10.50. Sir, share your thoughts, the key reason behind it. Number two, sir, if you give me some little bit of time, I shared any of my views. Sir, it mentioned our digital transformation project Prokolpo and Novex Digital Nerve Center mentioned in the balance sheet. Sir, what strictly cyber security we are maintaining, mostly data protection, because the data hackers hacking innovative way using AI tools is the very, very most important. And share your thoughts, the business growth financial year 26, where always continuing geopolitical volatility of crude and government lowered down the oil import and time tariffs and competition new players and old players, mostly Naira Energy ongoing and transition of green energy. We have entered 31st March 27 startup with disbursal of 27.2 crores, digitalization, sustainability, and energy transition, expanded 178 crude basket global grades, and VRMP modernization project, crown jewel of this project, mostly RUF. Share your thoughts about this. Sir, what expected our revenue and operating margin in renewable front? What mentioned wind assets, where we have generated 143.2 million units. Any plan to set up solar assets other than this? And in respect to EBP, our program mentioned 16.7%, but in some media report mentioned some affects vehicle mileage and maintenance. Share your thoughts about this. The media reports this is also ongoing. In respect to H2, we have commissioned first ever green hydrogen Vikas 370 TPA capacity and expected revenue from this also CBG. Yearly sales mentioned 3.3 TMT. And sir, in respect to H2, what we are maintaining for this, because infrastructure development cost is very high, production cost is
Mr.
very high.
Pathak, could you kindly conclude as soon as possible?
1 minute, sir. Sir,
Okay,
give me
sir.
1 minute. And cryogenic hazard. Share your thoughts about this. And board diversity, maybe I noticed female is 10%, male is 90%. Maybe equal diversity for empowering women. I noticed also present capacity of utilization, who are our 2 refineries own and 2 joint venture, and also present attrition rate. Also addition of more female staff near about 877. And sir, 2 more points. I noticed our fuel cost increased and cost optimization strategy, because cost near about 46,362.14 crores. Also page 94, time to maintain our disciplinary corporate governance strategy, because we have faced some independent director shortage and it impacted in our company's performance. And also, I noticed inventory increased to 38,146 crores, again 33,967 crores. And finally, inventory turnover ratio reduced to 12.88 than 14.53. Overall, the company is very good and cumulative rewarding member for near about 10 years, difference to 19% return to stakeholders. This is the excellent initiative and rewarded last year bonus share. Thanking you God for your good health and everybody of my company for good health and prosperity. Namaskar sir, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you very much, Mr. Pathak. I now invite Speaker Shareholder number 8, Anantha Narayanan Vijayaraghavan, to share his thoughts with us.
Hello, are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Okay. Good afternoon, Chairman and all the Board of Directors. Okay, I have just some few thoughts which I thought I will just ask in this meeting. How is the HPCL managing the impact of changing the crude oil price, and what are the steps being taken to project the profit margin? The second one is, what is the plan does the company having for renewable energy like biofuels, EV charging, and hydrogen projects? The next one is, can you please share the progress of the refinery expansion projects and how the company is improving the efficiency to meet the new global standards? With the government control on the fuel prices, how is the company balancing the financial health and the public interest, and will there be more pricing freedom in the future? Considering the global tensions affecting the oil supply, what step has the company taken to ensure the stable crude availability and reduce the dependency of imports? What is the company's dividend policy? Because I last year's to compare to this year is less, so I think it has been already addressed by other shareholders. I'm just trying to touch hold of it, and whether the shareholders can expect a steady or higher payouts. Any plans on providing bonus or right shares this year? How does the company plan to increase the profitability in next 3 to 5 years despite of the industrial challenges? That is the competitors that we have. Are there any new business areas or international projects of the company is planning to enter for future growth of the company? Can you, one request is that can you kindly involve the shareholders, okay, in the respective areas for any social or CSR activities that we can also join together with you and we can do. That is one request, okay. I also kindly request the company to acknowledge the presence of shareholders in the meeting, okay, and also by mementos or distribution of sweets, it will encourage the other shareholders to join the meetings in future. Please consider that. I think this has also been taught by some other shareholders. Just touch base on that. Final 2 points. As all the meetings are in VC, which we encourage, okay, if it is an hybrid model, it will be good. And there, if there isn't a chance, please provide a chance for the shareholders to meet you and all the board members in person at least in a year. This will have some good rapport between us. And also do call me when you are in Bangalore for a coffee if you are when you are free. Okay. And the last one, please kindly send me the hard copy of the annual report, which I have sent a mail already on the same. Please kindly consider and please help. Thank you, and I wish everyone have a good health. And thanks for giving me an opportunity. Thanks to everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Vijay Raghavan. Speaker shareholder number 9, Hutokshi Sam Patel, has not logged into the meeting. We move on to speaker shareholder number 10, Humayun Beruz Puredehi.
Hello, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Loud and clear.
Yeah. Thank you very much. So, Mr. Chairman, even you were very loud and clear. And that's why we want to continue this Zoom. Zoom is the best channel. And we have been attending your AGM since years and years. We are senior citizens. So and Mr. Chairman, we welcome you and wish you very long and successful innings in our Hindustan Petroleum Company. So, and one thing I want to say, of course, HPCL has made our country proud and also going global. Just a few questions I just want to know. I thought we are the largest in LPG market. Now you mentioned we are the second largest. Then who is the largest in this LPG market? So do you know LPG has changed the lives of all of us when it came, before they were using primer stove and all that. Now I want to know, what about the poor? What about those who can't afford this cylinder, who can't afford LPG? Should they be deprived? And should they use all the wood or the charcoal or whatever? What steps or what plans are you taking to mitigate and help women power, the women in the household to cook food? I would just like to know that. Have you ever thought about it? Second, I want to ask a question. So what do you do about this spurious petrol being sold in the petrol pumps? What steps do you take to control that? And number 3, sir, regarding lubricants also you mentioned, we are even supplying lubricants to the Middle East. Wow. So who are our competitors? Domestic and also global lubricants. Wow, 661 patents. Our R&D department you mentioned. Really fantastic. So one more risks you never mentioned. I mean, what are they? Are they affecting our company? This Ukraine-Russia war, this Iran-Israel war. So has the Ukraine-Russia war affected us? Oh yeah, also Iran-Israel war. We get oil from Iran. And we used to get oil also from Ukraine. So have we been affected? Has a company been affected? So and what about this devaluation in rupee? Has that also affected us? So I would just like to know that. And sir, I'm ending my speech here. I'm very happy with what I have received, the prosperity I received over the years in our company. We wish you also all the best, all the board members, the management, the employees, all the best. to continue do this wonderful, I call it state of the art work. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Puridehi. We move on to speaker shareholder number 11, Smita Bharat Shah.
हेलो
Hello,
हेलो
ma'am,
चेयरमैन
we
साहब
can hear
आवाज आ रही
you.
है मेरी?
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ जी, ओके, थैंक यू सो मच। माननीय चेयरमैन एमडी साहब श्री विकास जी तथा सभी उपस्थित मान्यवर डायरेक्टर्स, आप सभी को बंबई से मेरा स्मिता शाह का सादर प्रणाम। पहले तो चेयरमैन साहब, हमारे एचपीसीएल के बोर्ड पर हमारे न्यू कंपनी सेक्रेटरी श्री राजेश कुमार जी का हार्दिक स्वागत करते हुए उन्हें शुभकामना के साथ बहुत बहुत अभिनंदन देती हूँ, और हमारे प्रीवियस कंपनी सेक्रेटरी श्री मुराली जी को भी उनको रिटायर होने के लिए फ्यूचर की मैं बेस्ट टू बेस्ट शुभकामना करती हूँ, और साथ में उन्होंने भी सालों से अच्छी गुड इन्वेस्टर सर्विस दी है, तो उनकी भी गुड इन्वेस्टर सर्विस की मैं सराहना करते हैं। श्री मुरली जी को भी मैं बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद और फ्यूचर्स की ढेरों सारी शुभकामना। उनका फ्यूचर्स बहुत बहुत बढ़िया और गुड हेल्थ के साथ बना रहे, तो बहुत बहुत शुभकामना। और साथ में सर, मैं सेक्रेटरी टीम का भी आभार व्यक्त करती हूँ गुड इन्वेस्टर सर्विस के लिए, हमें जो बात करने का मौका दिया, तो सभी का उम्दा कार्यों की सर्विस के लिए श्री सावंत जी, बालाजी जी, सभी के मैं बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करती हूँ और अभिनंदन। और चेयरमैन साहब, आपको मैं बधाई देते हुए कहूंगी कि आज हमारी 73rd एजीएम है, तो बहुत बहुत बधाई देती हूँ। साथ में अभिनंदन भी देते हुए कहूंगी कि आपकी लाजवाब लीडरशिप में विकास जी, आपका नाम भी विकास है, कंपनी का भी बहुत चौगुना विकास आपने बना दिया है सर। और सो आपके साथ पूरी बोर्ड टीम का सहयोग और कर्मचारी भाई बहनों का भी हार्ड वर्क, सभी के साथ एक्सेलेंट वर्क के साथ कंपनी को बहुत बढ़िया तरह से आप आगे बढ़ा रहे हो। ये आप सभी की मेहनत लगन के साथ जो कंपनी को हार्ड वर्क, आपकी हिम्मत को दाद देती रहे, आप सभी को दिल से अभिनंदन और धन्यवाद। और चेयरमैन साहब, डिविडेंड के लिए भी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। और आपने समय समय पर हमेशा बोनस दिया, भरपूर डिविडेंड दिया, शेयर होल्डर को हमेशा माला माल किया, तो बस जिनकी उसी को आजमाती है जो हर मोड़ पर चलना जानता है सर। तो आज मैं सर आशा रखती हूँ कि 75th पर एजीएम पर भी हमें आप हाइब्रिड और गोल्ड गेट टुगेदर जरूर करें, और एक पर दो बोनस हम उम्मीद करते हैं सर, तो जरूर आप बोनस के लिए जरूर सोचिए 75th एजीएम के। और मेरी एक शेयर होल्डर बैंक के नाते में आपको मैं शुभकामना करती हूँ कि इस बारिश की जितनी भी बूंद इस धरती पर गिरे, उतनी सारी खुशियां आपकी झोली में गिरे, आप पर सदा खुशियों की बरसात बरसती रहे, और आपका फ्यूचर ब्राइट और हमेशा मंगल शुभकामनाओं के साथ हरा भरा रहे, और ढेरों प्रगति के साथ उन्नति की ओर बढ़े, साथ में ईयर बाय ईयर हमारा डिविडेंड भी बढ़ाते रहे बस। और 75th पर सर गेट टुगेदर जरूर करिए, और बस यही मेरी मंगल शुभकामना के साथ श्री गणेश जी को शुभकामना। और चेयरमैन साहब, हमारा भी ऑलवेज सपोर्ट रहा है, तो आज के सभी रिजोल्यूशन में मैं सपोर्ट करती हूँ। चेयरमैन साहब, लास्टली मेरी एक स्ट्रॉन्ग हम्बल रिक्वेस्ट है कि आप हाइब्रिड एजीएम करें, क्योंकि हम जो रूबरू मिलना माना प्रत्यक्ष मिलना, तो सर हाइब्रिड में प्रत्यक्ष मिलना होता है, और जो दूर से वीसी में बात करते हैं तो उनको वीसी का भी मौका मिलता है, तो सर हाइब्रिड का भी और वीसी दोनों का ध्यान रखकर आप हाइब्रिड जरूर करिए, क्योंकि ये डिजिटल मोड ये सिर्फ शेयर होल्डर के लिए हो गया है, तो सर हाइब्रिड जरूर करिए ताकि हम आपसे रूबरू मिलना चाहे तो मिल सकते हैं, तो जरूर हाइब्रिड मिलने की कृपा करें। बाकी तो हमारा सपोर्ट के साथ धन्यवाद सर। चालू रखिए, भरत साहब बात करते, चालू रखिए।
चेयरमैन श्री, एमडी श्री और अन्य माननीय डायरेक्टर सर, ज्यादा टाइम नहीं लूंगा, 1-1.5 मिनट होगा सर। मेरी कोई क्वेरी नहीं है कि कुछ कहने जैसा है नहीं, आप इतनी अच्छी कंपनी चला रहे हो सर, डिविडेंड भी बहुत टप्पर फाड़ के आप दे रहे हो, बहुत बढ़िया डिविडेंड दे रहे हो सर, सब बातों में बढ़ोतरी है, तो कोई क्वेरी नहीं है सर। खाली एक रिक्वेस्ट है कि सर 2 साल के बाद अपने 50 ईयर्स हो रहे, तो जरूर अपना 2 साल के बाद कुछ 75 ईयर्स हो रहे सर, तो जरूर अपना बोनस के लिए मेरी हार्डली रिक्वेस्ट है। आप तो बोनस तो छप्पर मार के देते ही हो हर 2-3 साल में, तो जरूर बोनस देने की मेरी रिक्वेस्ट है, जरूर करना सर। बाकी कंपनी सेक्रेटरी मुराली जी जो रिटायर्ड हुए उनको मैं अभिनंदन शुभेच्छा देता हूँ और राकेश जी का मैं स्वागत करता हूँ अपने नए कंपनी सेक्रेटरी। और सेक्रेटरी डिपार्टमेंट की सर्विस बहुत बेस्ट रही है सर, हमेशा शेयरहोल्डर को रिस्पेक्ट देते हैं, शेयरहोल्डर की क्वेरी सोल्व करते हैं। तो और बेस्ट इन्वेस्टर मैं पूरी सीएस टीम का धन्यवाद अभिनंदन देता हूँ सर। और सर लास्ट आपने कई सालों पहले लास्ट विजिट करवाई थी अपनी मुंबई में प्लांट की, तो ये साल हो सके तो प्लांट विजिट कराने की मेरी हार्टी रिक्वेस्ट है, जरूर सर कराना प्लांट विजिट। नहीं तो 75 ईयर्स पर तो प्लांट विजिट कराना ही सर। और अपना नेक्स्ट ईयर सर हाइब्रिड मीटिंग रखिए तो आपको मिलने का रूबरू मौका मिलेगा, बाहरगांव वाले भी उसमें आ सकेंगे, तो हाइब्रिड मीटिंग रखने की मेरी आपको विनंती है। और आपकी हेल्थ अच्छी रहे, अपनी कंपनी बढ़िया प्रगति करे, सारे रिजोल्यूशन में मेरा पूरा सपोर्ट है सर। थैंक यू वेरी मच। वंदे मातरम सर। जय हिंद सर। थैंक यू सर।
Thank you to our speaker shareholders number 11 and 12, Smita Shah and Bharat Shah. We move on to speaker shareholder number 13, Jaideep Bakshi.
Very good afternoon, Chairman, MD, and Board of Directors. Myself, Jaideep Bakshi, connecting from the city of Kolkata. First of all, I convey my thanks to our company secretary and also to the entire secretarial team for giving me an opportunity to express my view and presenting a detailed annual report, and also for sharing this WhatsApp group through which we can join easily through this virtual AGM. Sir, the initial speech was very much informative, covered every aspects of our company, and congrats once again for the good performance. What is our plans for expanding our refining capacity in the coming financial years, and how are we positioned ourselves in our renewable energy sector? Kindly share some thoughts. And what are the key drivers for our performance through sustainable growth? And what are the steps are we taking to reducing carbon footprint and align with the government of India's initiative of net zero goal? Kindly share some thoughts. And if possible, kindly share your initial speech through email to the shareholders. It will be helpful for us to get about our company's affairs also, and wish the company a growth in the with the support of the entire management staff and on the entire workforce for a better future, and continue with this VC, because in this rainy weather, everyone can participate from different parts of the country. Thank you, sir, for giving me an opportunity.
Thank you, Mr. Bakshi. We move on to speaker shareholder number 14, Mahesh Kumar Chandana.
Sir, am I audible and visible?
Audible and visible, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Respected Chairman, sir, directors on the board, Mr. Company Secretary, distinguished and very learned brothers and sister shareholders, so cheerful afternoon to all of you. Chairman, sir, my name is Mahesh Chandana and I am your shareholder. Ever since it got listed on National Stock Exchange, and very proud shareholder, and I spoke and I'm speaking in this AGM also. Sir, I will not be taking 3 minutes. Let me be very frank in the beginning, sir. 3 minutes is a generalized thing. I will be taking 7 minutes like my very learned shareholder speaker, Shri Ashit Pathak ji sir took 8 minutes. Why? The reason is we have not met you, sir. I have not met. I have seen you only through your annual report and your details. So I must speak 2-3 minutes for you. Couple of minutes on your sustainability and annual report, and 2 questions, only 2 questions, sir, and one very serious concern about the organization. So I'm very sure, sir, आज हमारी खातिर एक आधा घंटा लंच भी डिले कर लेंगे। आपकी बड़ी अच्छी क्वालिटी देखी, जब चेयरमैन साहब आपकी शेयर होल्डर तारीफ कर रहे थे, आप हाथ जोड़ के उनका नमन प्रणाम एक्सेप्ट कर रहे थे, which I have not seen in any of your AGMs by the ex-chairman. Sir, my congratulations to you for your remarkable and cherishable address. A testament that you are a powerhouse of talent, Mr. Chairman. Chairman, sir, you have set a plethora of landmarks in your stupendous address few minutes back. I noted a couple of points from your address, Chairman, sir, which I will not repeat, but certainly whatever I'll speak, if something comes like a cusp of building stronger HPC, same word I may use, I will steal from your speech. Before I cast, I have already cast my vote for you, Mr. Chairman. On page number 102, special resolution, I had to read a lot about you. आपकी जिंदगी क्या थी? You are, your name, एक लेडी शेयर होल्डर ने भी विकास कहा, your name resonates far beyond C&MD of Hindustan Petroleum. I mean, you are a global knowledge hub of oil and gas sector, which is disputed very fabulous. And a distinguished professional chairman, sir, living crores of rupees of package in a top-notch consulting company and coming as a Maharatna company CEO in a public sector company at certainly much lower package. It's testament of what? It's a testament of strong commitment and phenomenal dedication, Mr. Chairman, in the oil and gas sector. Sir, you are not only CEO, you are entrepreneur CEO. Your spirit and your limitless potential is testimony of that. Sir, being an inspiring icon, you are an institution in yourself, Chairman, sir. And now HPC, ये मैंने आपकी स्पीच से चुराया. Now HPC stands at the cusp of defining era. बहुत बढ़िया आपने बोला. With this renewed purpose, मैं as an owner, I'm owner of the company, Chairman, sir. किसी जमाने में 51,000 शेयर थे, अभी बताऊंगा कितने हैं. My aspiration has gone up after your taking over, Mr. Chairman. Hopefully next year again I will have more than 50,000 shares of your company. So let me start with the cover page. One of the best annual reports I have ever seen of Hindustan Petroleum. Reason being, the cover page ने इसको भारत के साथ जोड़ा. ऊर्जावान भारत, विकसित भारत तभी बनता है जब उसका विकास होता है. हमारे माननीय प्रधानमंत्री साहब from the rampart of 15th August 7 days back spoke about विकास. सर, आप तो खुद ही विकास हैं. जब मोदी साहब कहते हैं देश का विकास, मैं शेयर होल्डर हूं, मैं देश के बारे में क्या बोलूं, मैं तो एचपी के बारे में बोलूंगा. एचपी का विकास करने के लिए विकास सर आ गए हैं और बिना कौशल के तो ये हो ही नहीं सकता. मतलब कौशल अगर संस्कृत में देखा जाए चेयरमैन सर, वो स्किल, इंटेलिजेंस, कैपेबिलिटी है. तो विकसित भारत के लिए विकास चाहिए, एचपी के लिए विकास कौशल जी चाहिए. माय हार्टी कांग्रेचुलेशन टू यू फॉर टेकिंग ओवर reins of this. सर, ये 17 नंबर बड़ा अजीब है. आपने 17 मार्च को टेक ओवर किया. आने वाले महीने में 17 सितंबर आपका जन्मदिन है. मेरे पास 17 शेयर हैं और मेरा 17 पेज जो आपने बोला, दिस अगेन आई विल से अबाउट योर Vizag refinery. Your Vizag refinery capacity has increased from 8 million ton to 15 million ton with crude unit, hydrogen unit, sulfur recovery unit, VGO, hydrocracker, etc. 17 तारीख को ही फेसबुक में आया और मैंने मेल लिखी. चेयरमैन सर, आपके ईडीज और मे भी नए कंपनी सेक्रेटरी हैं, जब एक शेयर होल्डर कुछ लिखता है सर, वो टाइम लगाता है, मेहनत करता है. वो अपने आप को शेयर होल्डर नहीं कहता, मालिक कहता है, शेयर ओनर कहता है. एक आप हो सर, आपने 5:26 पे सुबह मेरी मेल का जवाब दिया, 17 तारीख. और मेरा जो क्वेश्चन भी है सर, वो पहला वो यही है, 17 नंबर पेज के ऊपर हाइड्रोजन. एक पहले वक्ता ने भी हाइड्रोजन के ऊपर बोला, लिखा हुआ. आई विल नॉट ड्वेल मोर इनटू इट बिकॉज आपने कहा था रिपीट मत करो, तो मैं हाइड्रोजन के ऊपर क्वेश्चन रिपीट नहीं करूंगा. एप्रिसिएशन तो जरूर दूंगा सर. सबसे पहली रिफाइनरी है जिसमें आपने हाइड्रोजन प्लांट कमीशन किया. सर, नाउ लेट मी कम क्विकली ऑन माय 4 क्वेश्चन. वेरी सिंपल सर. पहला क्वेश्चन है पर्टेनिंग टू योर सस्टेनेबिलिटी रिपोर्ट. Principle number 6, Chairman sir, page number 39, details have been provided. I will not repeat because of paucity of time. Water withdrawal in source from different sources in kiloliter has been given. Surface water increased, groundwater increased, purchase from third party increased. But sir, ये जो पानी लिखा है, water from sea water and desalined water has reduced from 7 crore 84 lakhs 16,439 KL to this year, I mean the year before, last year what we are discussing, 4 crore 17 lakh 40. कितनी वाइजर को बॉम्बे रिफाइनरी को पर्टेन करता होगा? कूलिंग वाटर के लिए आप यूज करते हो टावर में. योर क्रूड प्रोडक्शन हैज गॉन अप चेयरमैन सर। पता नहीं पानी कैसे कम होगा, आप तो इतने knowledgeable CEO, kindly enrichment I will say on this aspect of reduction of water, sea water. चेयरमैन साहब, आपने अपनी स्पीच में 11:21, योर स्पीच ऑफ 32 मिनट्स वाज फैंटास्टिक। 11:25 में यू स्पोक अबाउट इन योर स्पीच, आपने वाइजग रिफाइनरी के रेजिड क्रूड अपग्रेडेशन फैसिलिटी का जिक्र किया, RUF, and you said it's mechanically completed. So Chairman sir, my question is, once this RUF gets commercially committed, it's so far mechanically completed, sir, what will be the new Nelson Mandela, the popular names always comes up, Nelson Complexity Index of Vizag Refinery? I'm sure your Rajasthan refinery and Bhatinda, your Nelson Complexity must be higher, they being the old, the new generation refineries. Chairman sir, मैं आपको मिला नहीं, मैं कहना चाहता था कि आप IPO कब ला रहे हो भटिंडा रिफाइनरी का? But today knowing the scenario, the standalone refineries जो हैं वो profitable नहीं है। तो my question is sir, MRPL जो किसी जमाने में HPC की झोली में आ रहा था, ONGC bought it. एंड आपकी रिस्पेक्ट इंडस्ट्री में इतनी है कि ONGC के चेयरमैन साहब के साथ शोल्डर टू शोल्डर खड़े होते हो व्हेन यू मीट हरदीपुरी साहब, मैं आपके सोशल मीडिया पे सब देखता हूं। सर उन्हें कहिए ONGC हैज नो बिजनेस टू बी इन द रिफाइनिंग बिजनेस, आप हमें MRPL दे दीजिए। और आप प्राइस पेट्रोलियम में क्या कर रहे हो सर? लॉस ही लॉस होता है, पता नहीं कितने बैरल निकलते हैं, मैं पता नहीं पाइपलाइन में उतने बैरल क्रूड जाता भी है कि नहीं। प्राइस पेट्रोलियम उनको दे दीजिए। Sir, I am sure your operational efficiency will go up, dependence on outside will go up. This is my humble request. If not possible, kindly throw some light with the Sir, आपने सब कुछ एनुअल रिपोर्ट में लिखा, मैं कुछ नहीं बोलूंगा। क्रूड थ्रूपुट हाईएस्ट, सेल्स हाईएस्ट, 5134 किलोमीटर की पाइपलाइन में 26.9 मिलियन मीट्रिक टन पंपिंग हाईएस्ट। आपके जो ईडी, मैं तो सब ईडीओ के नाम फोटो बड़े ध्यान से देखता हूं, तो आपने भी कहा जो आपकी सीनियर मैनेजमेंट की टीम है उनके कारण कंपनी चलती है। वन मिस्टर रमेश डिजर्व ह्यूज राउंड ऑफ अप्लॉज। सर, इस कॉम्पिटिटिव बिजनेस में अगर आप पेट्रोल बेच रहे हो, डीलर आपके हैं, वो IOC BP से माल ले नहीं सकते। अगर आप रिफाइनरी चला रहे हो, आपकी है।
Mr. Chandra,
ऐसा बिजनेस होता है,
could you kindly expedite your questions?
BPC भी है, रिलायंस भी है, नायरा भी है, वो आता है सर डायरेक्ट सेल्स, जिसको आप अपनी भाषा में I&C के पता नहीं क्या कहते हो। सर, आई वाज रेफरिंग योर एड्रेस, आई तो आपकी स्पीच थी, एक आपने मैं एड्रेस किया हुआ है मैसेज के थ्रू, पेज नंबर 60, the data shows your speech, your message to we shareholder, 6.05 million metric ton sale, 13.2% growth, the highest ever in the history of HPC. Sir, 1533 diesel, 1822 bitumen, naphtha, etc. Sir, I would request, और हाँ 30 कंज्यूमर पंप सर, मतलब कंपटीशन में कंपटीटर के जमीन पे जाके 30 पंप लगाना और हाईएस्ट सेल देना। आपके को मिस्टर सुबोध बत्रा हैं, काइंडली पास ऑन माय एप्रिसिएशंस टू योर ED डायरेक्ट सेल्स मिस्टर सुबोध बत्रा। सर, जब इतनी आपने अपने एम्प्लॉयज की बात की, तो आपके डायरेक्टर HR बड़े हैंडसम और यंग हैं। आई थिंक 2 months के 3 months बैक मुझे दिल्ली एयरपोर्ट पे मिले, मैंने देखा ये डायरेक्टर साहब तो VC में ऐसे दिखते हैं, बड़ा वेरी हैंडसम। इन्होंने मैन पावर रिड्यूस करनी शुरू की सर। मैन पावर क्या रिड्यूस की? 8049, उससे पहले
Mr. Chandra, could you kindly expedite your comments?
Not more than 30 seconds.
Okay.
सर, एक रिक्वेस्ट है, आपको नाम नोट करना पड़ेगा। आपको नाम है, एक नेहा तिवारी लड़की है, इंजीनियर IIT खड़गपुर, उसका मैं इंटरव्यू फेसबुक पे देख रहा था, राजस्थान रिफाइनरी। एंड सर, सोशल मीडिया में यू ऑलवेज टेक केयर ऑफ योर वेरी जूनियर ऑफिसर। सर, वो लड़की ने जो आपकी राजस्थान रिफाइनरी का क्रायोजेनिक नाइट्रोजन का प्री कमिश्निंग बोला, मैं ये बोलूंगा जब आप अपनी समावेश में निगड़ी में पार्टिसिपेंट्स को वो ऐसी फिल्म दिखाओ, उनको यंग गर्ल सच ए बबलिंग लड़की। मेरे को तो लगता था कि आज मुझे भगवान मौका दे, चाहे एचपीसी ज्वाइन कर लो, मैं ए ग्रेड ही ज्वाइन करूं इस कंपनी में। इतना बढ़िया उसने बोला। चेयरमैन सर, लास्ट माय कंसर्न एंड आई विल से साइनारा सर, आपके 55 प्लांट एलपीजी, 6,378 डीलर, 9.7 करोड़ कस्टमर, फैंटास्टिक डेटा एलपीजी। सर, व्हेन आई सॉ 21 डेथ्स, people on the road by packed LPG cylinders and blood tankers, sent a shock wave in my spine. Sir, I could not sleep. Chairman sir, my supplementary question to this main question is, sir, जो सड़कों पे लोग मरते हैं उनकी फैमिली के साथ क्या होता है? पिछले 2 साल में आपके एलपीजी ने 76 एक्सीडेंट किए सर, 76, 32 लोग मारे गए। सर, when you will make your people accountable for that? मुझे नहीं लगता उन्होंने उन ट्रकों को ब्लैक लिस्ट भी किया होगा। You as a new CNMD need to go into depth of it. सर, मैं सो नहीं सकता। मेरी भाभी का यंगर ब्रदर बल्क एलपीजी टैंकर से जब से मरा है, हमारे खानदान में पूरी फैमिली में एचपी का टैंकर देख के हम 10 मीटर दूर हो जाते हैं, रोते हैं। आज एनुअल रिपोर्ट में मैं आपके पुराने चेयरमैन साहब से 3 साल से प्रश्न पूछ रहा हूं, मुझे उत्तर नहीं मिला। रोता हूं मैं अकेले बैठ के सड़कों पे मौत के ऊपर। चेयरमैन सर, आई विल नॉट टेक मोर टाइम। ये सेफ्टी और सेल्स, इसके ऊपर एक छोटा सा शेर बोलूंगा। मुक्तसर की जिंदगी के अजीब से अफसाने हैं, मुक्तसर की जिंदगी के अजीब से अफसाने हैं, या तीर भी चलाने हैं और परिंदे भी बचाने। सेल भी करनी है और सेफ्टी भी करनी है। चेयरमैन सर, मैंने मुकेश खुराना साहब के लिए बोला था, श्रद्धा से ज्ञान मिलता है, श्रद्धा से ज्ञान मिलता है, नम्रता से मान मिलता है। आपके अंदर कूट कूट के भरी हुई है नम्रता, मैंने पिछले 1 घंटे में देख ली। योग्यता से स्थान मिलता है। आपका जो स्थान है ये नम्रता के कारण, ये आपके योग्यता के से नम्र, श्रद्धा से ज्ञान मिलता है, नम्रता से मान मिलता है, योग्यता से स्थान मिलता है। और जिसके पास ये तीनों हो, वो हिंदुस्तान पेट्रोलियम का सीईओ का चेयरमैन जो बनता है। धन्यवाद सर, गॉड ब्लेस यू।
Thank you very much, Mr. Channa. Requesting all shareholders to kindly be considerate to speaker shareholders still awaiting their turn to speak, and will restrict your comments and queries to a maximum of 3 minutes. Speaker shareholder number 15 is Mr. Manjeet Singh.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
HPCL की मैनेजमेंट टीम, सेक्रेटरियल टीम और माय को शेयर होल्डर, मैं सभी का स्वागत करता हूं। गुड आफ्टरनून सर। हमारी कंपनी जिस सेक्टर में है और ग्रोथ भी हमें अच्छी मिल रही है, मैं आपसे जानना चाहूंगा कि जून क्वार्टर के जो रिजल्ट रहे हैं, इसमें कुछ सेल हमारी डाउन रही है। ये क्वार्टर ऐसा ही रहता है या इस बार ऐसा हुआ है? थोड़ा आप इस बारे में बताइए। एम्प्लॉय बेनिफिट में हमने कुछ कमी करी है क्या? पिछले साल, इस साल जो हमने 3335 करोड़ रुपए इस मद पर खर्च किए है, उससे पहले 3422 करोड़ रुपया खर्च करा था। ये क्या वजह रही कि एम्प्लॉय बेनिफिट के इस मद में हमने कटौती करी है? हालांकि हमारे अदर एक्सपेंसिव जो हैं वो 19,185 करोड़ रहे इस बार। पिछली बार जो थे 17,870 करोड़ थे। तो सर, एम्प्लॉय के बारे में आप अपना अच्छा सोचिए। एम्प्लॉइज रात दिन रात, मतलब ये चीज तो ऐसी है कि मतलब कोरोना हो, नोटबंदी हो या कुछ भी विपत्ति भी आई हो, तब भी आपके जो प्रोडक्ट हैं वो हर जगह अवेलेबल रहते हैं। कंपनी हमारी अच्छी है। मैं आपसे जानना चाहता हूं कि सर्वर टेक के साथ हमारा क्या समझौता हुआ है और उससे हमें क्या बेनिफिट मिलेगा? थोड़ा आप इस बारे में बताइएगा। 1992 की हमारी लिस्टिंग और देश की स्वतंत्रता के साथ साथ ही करीब करीब हमने अपना व्यापार शुरू किया। रिफाइनरी और मार्केटिंग में हम हैं। आगे आप अच्छा करें, इसकी हम आपसे उम्मीद रखते हैं और भगवान से प्रार्थना करते हैं। और जमाना थोड़ा ऐसा है, आजकल की जहां जहां आपके पंप हैं वहां फैसिलिटीज तो हो ही रही हैं, और कुछ आजकल जमाना इस तरह चल पड़ा है कि पहले तो काम वाले नहीं मिलते, और जिन आदमियों को काम चाहिए उनको काम नहीं मिलता, और जहां जहां पर्सन काम कर रहे होते हैं वो सुनने में आता है कि वो काम के नहीं है। ऐसा उदाहरण हमें आपके शाहदरा के HPCL के पेट्रोल पंप पर देखने को मिलता है। आप कोई मॉनिटरिंग व्यवस्था करिए कि भीड़ तो वहाँ बहुत रहती है, आपने पंप भी वहाँ बहुत चालू करे हुए हैं, लेकिन वो सारे ऑपरेट नहीं होते, उस वजह से रश रहता है। तो HPCL का जो भी क्षेत्रीय कार्यालय है उसको चाहिए कि मॉनिटरिंग जरूर करे, जहाँ जहाँ हमारे पंप हैं उनकी मॉनिटरिंग जरूर करे कि जो आदमी आ रहा है उसको पेट्रोल समय पर मिले। मैं दिल्ली का निवासी हूँ, शाहदरा का 110032 हमारा कोड है। शाहदरा फ्लाईओवर के नीचे ही है जी पेट्रोल पंप। वहाँ जब भी आप हम जाएं तो करीब 30 मिनट का समय लगता है। हालांकि वहाँ पर बहुत सारे पंप हैं लेकिन वो फैसिलिटी नहीं है चालू करने की, मतलब सारे उस टाइम चालू नहीं रहते। थोड़ा आप इस तरफ अगर आप ध्यान करेंगे, हमारी कंपनी इतनी बड़ी है और इतना मतलब आपने अरेंजमेंट रखा है, कहीं हाईवे पे भी जा रहे हो तो कहीं पेट्रोल पंप नजर आ जाए तो एक प्रसाधन का केंद्र होता है कि आदमी को यहाँ ठंडा पानी भी मिल जाएगा और आदमी मुंह हाथ भी धो सकता है। ऐसी आपने फैसिलिटी हर जगह रखी हुई है। बाकी सेक्रेटरियल डिपार्टमेंट ने हमें आपसे जोड़ा, उनका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। सेक्रेटरी साहब की टीम ने जो है हमारी BSC NSC के अंदर लिस्टेड कंपनी है और हिंद पेट्रो सिंबल और BSC का कोड 500104, उसका पूरा सम्मान करते हुए बैलेंस शीट वैलेंटाइन बनाई है और हमारे बोर्ड को हमारे साथ रूबरू करा है। आगे कंपनी तरक्की करे इसकी हम आपसे आशा करते हैं और भगवान से प्रार्थना करते हैं। सेक्रेटरियल डिपार्टमेंट का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। थैंक यू फॉर द मैनेजमेंट टीम, थैंक यू फॉर द सेक्रेटरियल टीम। अगर हो सके तो ये जो मैंने अपने इलाके का आपको पेट्रोल पंप का जिक्र किया है, आप जरूर उसको मेंशन करिए और अपने क्षेत्रीय कार्यालय को कहिए कि इसको मॉनिटरिंग करे। आजकल तो कैमरों का जमाना है सर, सारी रिपोर्टिंग रहती है। अगर आपने अपनी कंपनी के काम बढ़ाने के लिए अगर वहां पर 10 पंप दिए हैं तो कम से कम उसमें से 8 चालू रहने चाहिए, 2 ही होल्ड पे रहने चाहिए। थैंक यू फॉर द मैनेजमेंट टीम, थैंक यू फॉर द सेक्रेटरियल टीम।
Thank you, Mr. Manjit Singh. We move on to speaker shareholder number 16, Sarvjit Singh.
Hello, Chairman sir, can you hear my voice?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Chairman sir, first of all, good afternoon to you, all the board of directors, all the staff of Hindustan Petroleum Limited and my co-fellow shareholder. चेयरमैन सर, जिस तरीके से फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आपने अपनी ओपनिंग रिमार्क्स में हमें कंपनी के बारे में बताया, और सर एक हमारा नाम ऐसा है कि सर हर एक शख्स सर हमारे नाम से हमें हमारी कंपनी को जानता है, और सर हर किसी को पता है कि HPCL का मतलब है कि सर हमारी गाड़ियों में पेट्रोल जहाँ पे भी हम लोग जाएंगे सर वहाँ हमारी कंपनी का पेट्रोल पंप जरूर होगा। चेयरमैन सर, जिस तरीके से सर आपने अपने ओपनिंग रिमार्क्स में हमें कंपनी के बारे में बताया और सर हमारा फ्यूचर ब्राइट हो उसके लिए सर आप लोग अच्छी से अच्छी मेहनत कर रहे हैं, सर हमें क्लियर दिख रहा है। बाकी चेयरमैन सर थोड़ा सा ये पूछना चाहूंगा सर, जिस तरीके से हमारी प्रमोटर होल्डिंग अराउंड 55% है, तो सर हम इसे बढ़ाने के लिए कोई बायबैक वगैरह का प्लान कर रहे हैं सर, थोड़ा सा इस बारे में बताएं। बाकी चेयरमैन सर, जिस तरीके से आप लोग मेहनत कर रहे हैं सर उस तरीके का हमें हमारे शेयर प्राइस में भी रिटर्न मिलता है, और सर टाइम टू टाइम हम लोगों को डिविडेंड भी मिलता है। सर ये आप लोगों की सर मेहनत क्लियर दर्शाती है कि आप एक एक इन्वेस्टर को एक अच्छी से अच्छी रिटर्न देने के लिए जो मेहनत कर रहे हैं वो सर एक क्लियर विजन है हमारी कंपनी का। बाकी चेयरमैन सर यही कहना चाहूंगा सर, जिस तरीके से हमारे काफी सारे शेयर होल्डर सर काफी कुछ पूछ लिया तो सर बाकी कोई सवाल तो बचा नहीं। बाकी चेयरमैन सर, जिस तरीके से आपके सेक्रेटरी साहब ने और सेक्रेटरी डिपार्टमेंट ने और मॉडरेटर्स ने सर हमें आपके सामने बुलवाया, इन लोगों को सर हम धन्यवाद करना चाहेंगे। थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर गिविंग मी अ चांस।
Thank you very much, Mr. Sarvjit Singh. We move on to speaker shareholder number 17, Anil Babubhai Mehta.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible, sir.
Hello.
There seems to be a connectivity problem with Mr. Mehta's connection. We could move on to speaker shareholder number 18, Hiranand Kotwani.
Hello, are you audible?
Yes, sir, audible and visible, sir.
Yes, sir. Namaste. It was a great pleasure to join you when you. 26th year I am attending this meeting. From young age to old age. This was a festival season when the physical meeting was there at YB Chauhan. But this is the first year I applied for this physical balance sheet. I have not received. It can be due to this waterlogging. Coming to the point, gentlemen, you have narrated well the Vikas of our organization. I hope in the future Vikas will be there, because now the government is very serious, and particularly they are doing the business. Previously it was not there, because I have experience of 26 years attending this meeting. Can you elaborate the forward and backward integration of our product at R&D, and new innovation, new product will come in the near future from HPCL? And I want to know from you the congratulate the Vizag expansion plant. If the plant visit is there, Vizag, we will come by train at our own cost. You have to arrange there. If you can, it's 75 years. This plant visit. We have visited your Bombay plant. Certainly, huge knowledge has been given to us. Thank you. Will you comment on LC Max technology? How it is and how it works? And second is hydrogen plant. How the hydrogen in the future and our investment in the hydrogen, and what to expect the yield, when the yield will be there in the near future. How the market, please, you are a visionary, you can explain us, we are laymen. Certainly in the our bond in the future will be there. Please narrate operation efficiency. You should take the safety measure, various safety measure at this physical meeting. And after 1 year, there was an accident at Vizag. Some fatality was there. So please narrate how your vision in this regard, regarding the safety of our plants, because it's a hazardous. Because when we visited, we see how the mobile was kept and how your safety measure was taken. It is very, and how you are improve innovatively, digitally in the safety measure of our organization. Nothing more to add. So many question has been asked. But certainly, one thing I advise you, avoid the sycophony culture. This gentleman always in a physical meeting, you to sell 10,000 shares. Criticism should be invited for the future of this organization, because criticism you will improve. Where we are, even allegation लगाने दो लोगों को, हम लोग improve करेंगे. चमचागिरी से क्या होता है सर, थाली में रोटी होती है ना, चमचा पूरा खाली कर देता है, वो अच्छा नहीं है. Please, thank you and good luck.
Thank you, Mr. Kotwani. We move on to speaker shareholder number 19, Gautam Kedar Prasad Tiwari.
Yes, sir. Sir, can you listen me, sir?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
And can you see me, sir?
And now see you as well.
Yes.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. सर हमारे जो आज के हैं विकास कौशल जी साहब, सब आज की हमने आपकी जो स्पीच सुनी, 40 साल से वी हैव बीन अटेंडिंग सो मेनी मीटिंग्स हियर एंड देयर, इवन अब्रोड आल्सो, यहाँ पे भी जो आपकी जो शानदार दिलदारी है, वो आपने जिस कुशलता के साथ में और जिस शालीनता के साथ में हाथ जोड़कर शेयर होल्डर्स की बात सुनी और उनका स्वागत किया और ध्यान से सुना, और आपने अपने डियर सर, और आपने अपनी स्पीच में जो हम सब लोगों को इतना अच्छी तरीके से कंपनी के बारे में बता दिया, उसके लिए वो तो अपने आप में एक बेमिसाल है सर. एंड वी आर वेरी हैप्पी टू सी यू. हम आपका स्वागत करते हैं सर फॉर ज्वाइनिंग अवर कंपनी एज ए चेयरमैन फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम. इवन राकेश कुमार सिंह का भी सर प्लीज ध्यान दीजिए सर. In fact, yes, sir. So I've been speaking about you and about the company. So please pay attention, sir. और आपने जिस शालीनता के साथ हाथ जोड़कर वो किया है, वो अपने आप में बहुत ही, और आपका नाम विकास और कुशल, ये दोनों भी बातें हिंदुस्तान पेट्रोलियम में आपने अपने साथ में लाई हैं। एंड आई एम वेरी श्योर आने वाले दिनों में कंपनी इतनी तरक्की करेगी कि जो अपने आप में बेमिसाल होगी। और हम राकेश कुमार सिंह का एज ए न्यू सेक्रेटरी बहुत बहुत स्वागत करते हैं। उनकी भी शालीनता बहुत अच्छी लगी। आई एम वेरी श्योर उनके भी कार्यकाल में और आपके कार्यकाल में कंपनी बहुत ही उन्नति करेगी। एंड वी विश और मुरली ऑल्सो एंड उनके साथ की टीम को भी वेरी गुड पोस्ट retired life for them, and they have given a long service for a long time, and we were very happy. सर हम हाँ अभी सर अभी जब 18 कोटवानी जी प्रीवियस शेयर होल्डर की स्पीच चल रही थी, हमें आपकी बैलेंस शीट मिली। अब अदरवाइज आई वाज अबाउट टू स्पीक कि कृपया बैलेंस शीट भेज दीजिएगा, हर साल मिलती है, इस साल नहीं मिली। बट आई एम वेरी हैप्पी कि हमारा कामकाज बहुत अच्छा है और बहुत अच्छे। सर प्लांट विजिट को बहुत सारे दिन हो गए, जैसा कि वो रखा था, अगर आप रख सकें तो जरूर रखिएगा सर प्लांट विजिट। और एक आध ऐसी मीटिंग करवाइए जिससे हम आपको रूबरू मिल सकें। वी आर फ्रॉम बॉम्बे, बॉम्बे में ही आपका ऑफिस है, और अगर कलकत्ता में आप रहे तो उन लोगों के लिए करवाइए। बॉम्बे में आपका ऑफिस है तो जरूर करवाइए सर। वी वुड बी वेरी हैप्पी टू मीट यू एंड इन पर्सन। बेसिकली I am also a technocrat. I would like to speak with you and give some valuable suggestions which you will consider amongst your team and yourself also. You are very talented, honest, and very much intelligent in this field. तो आप जरूर कुछ ना कुछ ऐसा कर सकेंगे जिससे कंपनी को बहुत ही ऊंचे शिखर पर ले जाया जाए। और सर आपने ये हाँ, आपने अपने कंपनी के बारे में जो भी बात बताई सर, वी आर वेरी हैप्पी। हम लोगों ने सुना कंपनी रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी में भी उन्नति करती है, हाइड्रोजन गैस में भी उन्नति कर रही है, और हर एक बात में कंपनी का प्रोग्रेस बहुत अच्छा है। सर हमें वी वुड लाइक टू नो। और सर आपने इतना बता दिया कि पूछने के लिए सचमुच में कुछ छोड़ा नहीं, लेकिन आदत से लाचार, कुछ ना कुछ पूछेंगे नहीं तो काम कैसे चलेगा। हर साल में कुछ ना कुछ दो तीन बातें पूछना जरूरी हो जाता है। तो इसके लिए सर कि हमारी हाउ मेनी ऑफ आवर प्रोजेक्ट्स आर इन द पाइपलाइन एंड व्हाट इज द टाइम फ्रेम टू कंप्लीट दिस प्रोजेक्ट्स सर। सर सेकेंडली हमारा इस साल का एट्रिशन रेट क्या है सर, और हमारा फ्यूचर कैपेक्स प्लान क्या है सर। हाउ मेनी मोर चार्जिंग स्टेशंस वी इंटेंड टू इंस्टॉल, अगर आप बताएंगे तो बहुत अच्छा होगा। व्हाट इज द टाइम सर, हम R&D सेंटर्स हमारे कितने हैं, हाउ मेनी साइंटिस्ट आर वर्किंग, एंड विच green energy field is giving us the maximum this thing. Sir, we are very happy that the company has won many rewards, rewarding many awards and recognitions multiple number of times, and very good CSR work undertaken for the benefit of underprivileged. I am very sure the company is going to do much better job in the days to come also. And sir, how many more these EV charging station company is going to install, and what is the growth engine of our company in the coming years sir, as a maximum this thing. एंड शेयर होल्डर्स को रिवॉर्ड करने के लिए तो आपने कोई कसर नहीं छोड़ी है। आई एम वेरी श्योर कंपनी बहुत अच्छी उन्नति करेगी सर। 6.4% हमारी जो ग्रोथ हुई HPCL ने, जो रोबस्ट ग्रोथ की कंपेयर टू लास्ट ईयर, वो अपने आप में तारीफे काबिल है। आने वाले दिनों में भी बहुत अच्छी ग्रोथ होगी, वी आर वेरी श्योर सर। CNG स्टेशन 2038 है हमारे पास में सर। हाउ मेनी मोर यू इंटेंड टू इंक्रीज ड्यूरिंग द ईयर अंडर कंसिडरेशन, क्योंकि बहुत काम के हैं और बहुत अच्छे प्रॉफिटेबल है, और कम्युनिटी के और लोगों के भी बहुत काम के हैं सर। और हम लोगों को सर कितने कंट्रीज में हम लोगों का नेटवर्क लुब्रिकेशन का स्पेशली और फैलेगा बिसाइड्स अफ्रीका, और इसमें हमारा फैला हुआ है, क्योंकि वो भी एक क्षेत्र है जहाँ पे वी कैन डू मच बेटर सर। सर एज इट इज right from inception we have been a shareholder of your company sir. We support all resolutions, we support all appointments and reappointments of even independent directors. हमारे सारे लोग गवर्नमेंट नॉमिनी भी सुन रहे हैं, सारी दुनिया सुन रही है। हम इतना अच्छा, आप इतना अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं जो अपने आप में लाजवाब है। वी आर प्राउड ऑफ बीइंग यू अलोंग विथ अस एंड वी आर प्राउड ऑफ बीइंग द शेयर होल्डर्स ऑफ HPCL। सर, आपकी हेल्दी वेल्दी लाइफ के लिए बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं, आपकी, आपके हर एक मेंबर की, और हमारे हर कर्मचारी और कर्मचारी की, वर्कर्स की, मैनेजर्स की शुभकामनाएं फॉर आने वाले दिनों की कॉम्प्लीमेंट्स है हर एक फेस्टिवल की सर आपको। और उसके बाद में वी हैव गॉट अनवेवरिंग ट्रस्ट इन यू सर एंड इन द मैनेजमेंट। इसके लिए वी आर वेरी श्योर कि वी आर, आवर लाइफ टाइम सपोर्ट विल बी देयर विथ यू सर। अंत में हम आपसे इतना ही कहना चाहेंगे सर, फूलों की ये खुशबू, मौसम की ये बहार और बरसात की ये मसालेदार छुहार, परमेश्वर आपको दे सफलताएं बार बार, अपरंपार, लगातार। आप सभी रहे सदा सर्वदा फिट और साल का हर एक दिन आप में से हर एक के लिए आने वाला हो सुपर हिट। और सर, और एक छोटी सी बात सर, फूलों की खुशबू, कलियों की बहार, मौसम की ये सदाबहार बौछार, हम सभी को, आप सभी के बारे में है अपरंपार प्यार सभी शेयर होल्डर्स को। सभी ने आपको मुबारक दे दी और सभी को बहुत प्यार और लगाव है आपसे, और मुबारक हो आप में से हर एक को आने वाले सभी त्योहार। इसी के साथ में बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं और बहुत बहुत
Mr. Tiwari. We move on to speaker shareholder number 20, Satish Jayantilal Shah.
हेलो, आवाज आ रही है?
Yes, sir.
ओके, थैंक यू। श्रीमान चेयरमैन साहब और अन्य डायरेक्टर्स, मेरा नाम सतीश शाह। आपने अपनी चेयरमैन स्पीच में कंपनी के बारे में बहुत ही अच्छी तरह से समझा दिया, और ये कंपनी में शुरू में प्रेजेंटेशन में भी बहुत ही अच्छी तरह से समझा दिया सर। और आज जो भी रिजल्ट रखा है उस पर मेरा फुली सपोर्ट है। विश यू ऑल द बेस्ट। थैंक यू, विश यू ऑल द बेस्ट।
Thank you very much, Mr. Satish Shah. We move on to speaker shareholder number 21, Shrikant Jhawar.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, respected chairman और board of director। नमस्कार साहब, मेरा नाम श्रीकांत झवर, मैं हैदराबाद से बात कर रहा हूँ। आपका चेयरमैन स्पीच पूरा अच्छा क्लियर बताया गया है, तो मैं कुछ क्वेश्चन पूछना नहीं चाहता हूँ, और मेरे साथी शेयरहोल्डर बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन आप पूछ लिए, तो मैं कुछ रिपीट नहीं करना चाहता हूँ। इसी तरह वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंस मीटिंग रखिएगा, और आते सो दशहरे दीपावली की शुभकामनाएं। जो स्पीकर शेयर होल्डर है उनके बारे में कुछ कॉम्प्लीमेंट का सोचिएगा सर। थैंक यू।
Thank you very much, Mr. Jhawar. Speaker shareholder number 22, Bharti Saraf, is not logged into the meeting. We move on to speaker shareholder number 23, Bimal Kumar Agrawal.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Thank you, moderator, Mr. Hugo D'Souza. First of all, I'll thank the company secretary, his team, management, staff, and the shareholders. And management has given beautiful picture about the company. And I want to know, there are two directors, two chairmen. One is from the shareholder and one is from the company. You're giving 15-20 minutes for one shareholder to speak. That's not good, sir. It's a waste of time. Like, he's just going on. This is, you don't get tired to listening to one person for so long, and moderator should also announce that they speak little less. That other shareholders are waiting for him in the line. And what I just want to know, what are R&D expensive? And you said in your chairman speech that it's a state of art R&D, and 65 patents we have filed. And what are the expensive or patent filed? That's from me. Thank you very much. And please continue video conference in future.
Thank you, Mr. Agrawal. We move on to speaker shareholder number 24, Lekha Satish Shah.
Hello. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Please go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Respected Chairman, sir, Board of Directors, and my fellow members, Good afternoon and regards to everyone. Myself, Lekasha from Mumbai. First of all, I would like to thank our company secretary Rakesh ji and Sarvesh ji and moderator for giving me this opportunity and smooth process where I'm able to talk in front of you all in AGM. I found the AGM notice and I'm delighted to say it's so beautiful, full of colors and fact and figures in place. Chairman sir, your opening remarks were so insightful and comprehensive that you have already addressed everything I had in mind. Sir, may all your upcoming festivals filled with joy and blessings, sir. Chairman, sir, I would like to thank all the personnel of company for giving awards and recognition by your plan during the year 24 or 25. And also, I'm happy the company is doing very well in the field of CSR activities. Sir, I would like to ask few questions. My first question is, are our refinery running in full capacity now? My second question is, any new refinery expansion plan? And my third question is, how are we handling crude oil price charges? And my fourth question is, what steps to reduce oil import dependency? Chairman sir, I hope the company will continue video conference meeting in future. So I would like to say I strongly and wholeheartedly support all the resolutions for today's meeting. Chairman sir, please arrange a get together for the available members present at the meeting. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ms. Shah. I now invite Speaker Shareholder number 25, Jayesh Vinod Rai Walia, to share his thoughts with us.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mr. Walia here. I'm your shareholder as well as vendor also. We have been associated with HPCL since Mr. Arun Balakrishnan Roy Chaudhary ji were general managers. And it's been a proud moment to share the performance today, what you have shared about my company, that is HPCL. It was an honor to hear from you regarding the achievement, what you have achieved, the contribution made by the staff, worker, management, and somewhere down the line, even vendors are also one of the contributor to the development of our company. Somewhere I think so during the speech that has been left out. We hope that next time when we attend the next AGM 74th, that time at least vendors will be a part of the achievement. Here I would like to bring to your notice two things. The feedback what you get regarding our company are from the three places. One is from the staff which works in our company. Second is your customer, and third is your vendor. These are the three people who really build the image of a company. HPCL branding being the second largest in the sector, we spend a lot of money on branding and to put up the achievements what we do from time to time. But somewhere down the line, last 2 years since the new software which has come in has created a lot of dissatisfaction in the vendors. Couple of round of meetings have taken place, but that problem has not been solved. The problem is when the orders are being issued, you take performance guarantees. But simultaneously, the software deducts the retention money also. And those monies are not being released months together. Being an SSI units, most of the suppliers are SSI and MSME units. Then money gets stuck for 6 months, 8 months. That is a big problem what we are facing against the new software which has been installed since last 1.5 years. This matter has been taken up at various levels, but officers are also doing their best to resolve it. but things are not moving the way it should be. What we have seen since last 20, 25 years, this problems we have never faced. Only last 1.5 year we are facing these problems. And that is adding to your workload also, and it is adding to our workload also. So we request you to please, if you can give the direction to, Director of Finance to look into it. And the second most important thing what we have noticed is, sir, when there are many contracts which are being given by the corporation, the contractor who takes the subcontracts to do manufacturing on your behalf, he also becomes one of the vendor to your subcontract. That creates a lot of interest problems, and that creates bad reputations in the mind of vendors, because those contractors only look at their benefit and not at the HPCL benefit. So that needs also to be addressed. I'll be meeting Director Refinery in this regard shortly to bring it to his notice. I thought this may be the platform to bring to your notice also. But sir, congratulations, and we are there since years together, and my third generation is now coming up. We'll be doing business with HPCL, and it's a proud moment to be part of HPCL. Thank you and good day to everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Valia. We move on to speaker shareholder number 26, Krish Sumit Rohra.
Hi, sir. A very good afternoon to your entire team, HPCL, Director of Finance, ONGC, Government of India, and all my fellow shareholders. Sir, firstly, I would like to congratulate you, welcome you on board. It's truly an honor, to interact with the chairman of you, sir. Sir, it is truly efficient and it's a proud moment, for us as shareholders to be a part of a company which is growing like nearly 2.5, 3 times in size, like the way you people have grown. Truly commendable, truly stunning. Hats off to you. There are very few companies in corporate India today who've achieved the scale, the size which you have done. So kudos to completely to all of you, team, HPCL, government, and everybody who's associated with this. So today, when we reflect back on our journey, when actually diesel was decontrolled, and if you go back to the period of 2016-17, our lovely company used to do a profit of about 6,000-7,000 crore. Today, sir, it is actually a matter of honor for a company to do a profit of nearly 12 to 14,000 crores. Of course, I look at core earnings because I look at inventory, I look at LPG subsidy, I look at all of these things, and that's how I look at the core earning of a company. So it's absolutely stunning the way you guys have grown. And in India, I can rarely find companies of this magnitude and this size which you have done. So today, when we see profits of 14-15,000 crore, we really feel very delighted. But sir, now, I would just like to, dwell upon a few things which I think are of importance to any organization. So firstly, today nearly 7 crore Indians use, the fuel pumps on a daily basis. So clearly, I mean, it goes to show that these companies are very close to heart. They are one of the biggest consumer items of the country today, because I mean, 7 crore Indians use fuel pumps on a daily basis. So it is a very, very big consumption story. Now, sir, I would just like to take you back a bit. Today when ONGC bought HPCL, they bought this company at a valuation of about 75,000 crores. At that point of time, sir, our asset value also was about 75,000. But sir, now, I mean, our asset has now crossed about 2 lakh crore in terms of asset value. So, sir, one thing, which I clearly see is that, at that point of time, we were ranked number 37 in terms of market cap. We were part of the Nifty indices. And today, if you see, and that point of time, the company used to make about 5-6 thousand crores of PAT. Today, sir, you make 14,000 crores or whatever the number may be. That is absolutely irrelevant because it keeps varying. But the fact is that today we have slipped in terms of market cap to number 125. That this is a huge contrast to the underlying business, because the underlying business is growing strength to strength. Okay, but the matter of fact is that the market cap recognition is not there, because today, in my opinion, there is no reason why a consumer facing company like ours, which has very high ROEs of about 25%, which is a consumer facing business, which has got fantastic management headed by you, Mr. Narang, and all your colleagues, should deserve a P multiple of about 5 or 6. Because today, sir, we are a part of the Indian market. We are owned by the FIIs, we are owned by the DIIs. And sir, today, the Indian markets trade at about 20-21 times earnings, So being a part of the Indian markets, there is absolutely no reason why I think that, we should trade at 6P. The matter of fact is that now we are entering a payback period. Our peak capex is over. There are, I mean, I can, spend the entire day and, saying all the positives, but I will not do that because, obviously I will not take your time. So, sir, my only request to you is that, one criteria which, management should evaluate, because it will benefit not only, us, but it will benefit the government as well, right? Because this is a national asset. And today, sir, one piece of data which I'm too compelled to tell you today is 17 lakh crore is kind of the revenue which is done by all the OMCs, HP, BP, IOC. And sir, today the market cap of HPCL plus BPCL plus IOC is 4 lakh crore plus only. I mean, so, one side you are 17 lakh crore revenue, but you're 4 lakh crore market cap for all the three. I mean, you all three are one, so I don't see a difference between, any one of you. So, but the matter of fact is that, something, needs to be done. And, and the matter of fact is hats off to the government, because my full marks to them. They've been very prudent, in terms of policy. They've kind of, stuck to their guns. They've paid LPG. I agree it's a bit delayed, but they've done so. Hats off to the government. So, sir, the only reason which I can honestly think of is perception. And, sir, that one I would request all the oil marketing companies using your platform is that the government should announce a buyback, because these companies are intrinsically grossly undervalued, and there is absolutely no reason why national wealth should not be built. In fact, sir, you are well aware that, our Prime Minister also has spoken well on the floor of Parliament, talking very nice about PSUs. He believes in the PSU wealth creation story. So, sir, my only request is that market cap, should be, looked at, and steps, to build market cap for all the OMCs should be taken. Oil and gas as well, of course. I mean, but it should be taken. And sir, I just have only two things to ask you, because just on the LPG part. So, will the LPG, our share of 8,000 crore or whatever it may be, couple of 100 crores here, would that be accounted in Q2? And sir, can you just only spend like a few minutes whenever you get time to talk about the deleveraging cycle and how much of long-term debt are you looking to repay? I wish you all the best, sir. Good luck. And truly, it's a proud moment for all HPCL shareholders to see the company which you have all built. Hats off to you. Wonderful. Good luck. God bless you also. Thank you very much. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Rohra. There was an audio connectivity problem with speaker shareholder number 17, Mr. Anil Babubhai Mehta. We have now reconnected with Mr. Mehta, and we'll invite him to share his thoughts with us.
So, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible but not too clear. Mr. Mehta, the problem seems to be persisting. With that, all shareholders who registered to speak at this AGM and did log in have been given an adequate opportunity to express themselves, and I hand the proceedings back to our chairman. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for wonderful hosting. I think one of our shareholders could not speak. I would request Mr. Mehta to send his query to us, questions to us. We will certainly respond to that. I would start by first acknowledging the good words which have been spoken for the management, employees, the company's performance, and the various initiatives. I saw in many of you, you told stories of being long-term shareholders. Words of appreciation from you who have seen the company from a long time, I'm sure are moments which will make our team happier and more proud. So a very heartfelt thanks to all of you for your kind words about our team. Rest assured, all of us are very, very committed in taking this organization forward. As the last speaker, Sumit, just mentioned about the market capitalization, etc., I'm sure all of us would want to see a bigger organization there. Before I get into answering the question, I actually do want to address the point Jayesh Bhai had mentioned earlier. If I inadvertently missed out calling out vendors, it's my apologies. I certainly wanted to include it. Maybe I missed speaking that word. Jayesh Bhai, I can assure you vendors are, and all other stakeholders are very important parts of our family. We could not be doing what we are doing without all your support. So thank you for doing that. You have raised a couple of points. Rest assured, we will look into those points there. I was hoping to give more long responses. I have noted down my, on these sheets, questions everybody has asked, but given that we only few minutes are left for the scheduled time for the AGM, I'll try to club the questions into broad themes and try to address them collectively if the speaker shareholders permit. The first theme, let me quickly go through 3 or 4 broad themes and then I'll get into the answers. People talked about hybrid mode suggestions and also plant visits and other things. As a management team, we will take note of all those suggestions. There were a lot of suggestions around dividend, bonus, 75th year, buyback of shares. I think those are good inputs to the management team, and your board is also listening. I think they will take all those inputs on the board. There were questions around new energy, what we are doing, projects, refinery completion, renewables, etc. I will address that collectively, but I'll start my responses by one theme which is very important to me personally and to us as a leadership team and as an organization. Couple of shareholders actually mentioned, there was a lady shareholder early, I think Ms. Pradhan, who mentioned about it, and also a couple of Mr. Saraf speaking second numbers also talked about it. Female or women empowerment. That's a theme which is very important to us, personally close to my heart also. We are working on that theme as an organization. If I can give you some statistics around it, as HPCL as an organization, our total women's strength force is 11% now, which is gone up from the last few years. And I must tell you that 15% of our women representation in all our leadership programs, and we are keen to sort of extend that further. We actually have women in all our functions. They are our proud employees. They contribute very significantly. One of the shareholders mentioned a nice video which one of our young colleagues had put on the video on some social media about what she was doing in it. We continue to be an equal opportunity employer. And just to give you one statistic, I must also say we actually even employ women on the front desks, like night shifts and all at our refineries. So we are an equal opportunity employer. In our upcoming refinery in Rajasthan, there are, as on March 31st, there were 401 employees, of which there are already 43 women colleagues, one of whom was referred to in the AGM. So rest assured, all of you have raised this thing. This is very close, and your management team is going to be working on it. Let me talk on 3 or 4 themes you had said. Few of the people had asked the questions around refinery performances, etc. When are projects going to come in? There was a question around GRMs earlier in the cycle. And distillate yields also, I think one of the speakers had asked the question earlier. So just to tell you, see, distillate yield is a function of the configuration of the refinery and what crudes you run, etc. Given a set of the assets, you can only optimize to a certain extent. Changing them takes investments in the assets. There was a comparison of our distillate yield with the other oil marketing companies. Yes, it is low, but significant steps have been taken to improve on the distillate yield. As I mentioned, our rough project, as we call it, a residue upgradation facility in Vizag is going to come up. That will very significantly increase our distillate yield. Similarly, we mentioned in our opening speech, we have taken a project on, we call it Loop, which is Lube's upgradation facility in Mumbai. Once that is completed, it will increase the distillate yield in Mumbai refinery also. There was a question around Nelson complexity around the refinery. In Vizag, it was around 6.5 earlier. It's already operating at 7 or something, and post completion of rough, there'll be a 30 to 40% increase. I think it will go close to 10%. I don't remember the exact numbers, but 10 is the Nelson complexity which come in there. There was a question around what are we doing. I think gentleman, Mr. Gupta, Mr. Manoj Kumar Gupta had asked the question around Bhatinda refinery, how's it doing? And what are there was also a question around IPOs and plans around it. Well, HMEL is a joint venture and a very proud joint venture between us and Lakshmi Mittal Group. That asset's doing very well. Last year it had a production of 13.05, it had a throughput of 13.05 million metric ton, the GRM of 9.27 and EBITDA of over 4,000 crore. It has also completed a significant petrochemical expansion in the last few years, expanded the overall capacity, and it is now poised for continuing its own growth journey. And as 50% or equal partnership, HPCL also benefits from it. At the right time, we will think of any moves of monetizing those shares. Right now, our endeavor together with our proud joint venture partners is to build that asset further. Mr. Gupta also asked, I'll talk of that later on the Northeast thing, but let me complete the refineries. A couple of shareholders had asked the questions around when would the projects get completed. There was a question on Rajasthan project and then also the project at Vizag. Well, the mechanical completion of Vizag project, the rough project has been done. It's a very complex project. Somebody asked the technical details around LCMAX. It's a very technically complex project. We'll be happy to provide you more details. My director refineries, who's sitting on my left, is an encyclopedia on these topics, and I'm sure he'll be willing to speak to the shareholder and explain that technology. It is a very complex technology. Just to give you one sense of it, the core reactors of that, that will give you a context, are one of the heaviest vessels which have been transported into the country. It took us to break down roads to transport them, and the wall of that vessel itself is 25 centimeter thick. You can imagine the complexity of that. The good news for the shareholders are we are in the process of pre-commissioning activities on that process right now. As you can understand, any complex hydrocarbon project takes a couple of months to pre-commission and get into commissioning and stabilization, but we can expect good news on that in the coming months there. On the Rajasthan project, we have expediting the production from the refinery, and in the second stage, we will complete the petrochemical project. As we have been sharing it with the analysts who cover us, we expect, and in our investor calls, we expect to do the crude in onto that refinery this year. It's a grassroots refinery, so it will take a few weeks or months to stabilize, but efforts are on to get to mechanical completion very soon. I hope I have covered the questions around the refineries. I'm sure there were some more, and those which are left over, I had said earlier that we will give them written responses there later on. I think there were questions around the green business. There are multiple things we are doing on green business. In our previous capital cycle, a lot of effort was onto the oil thing, because despite, as one of the shareholders mentioned, EVs are growing. Yes, they are growing, but oil is also growing very rapidly. In fact, motor spirit, petrol, is one of the fastest growing fuels at this point of time, driven by increased economic prosperity and also increased mobility. So we have to, as responsible management team, we have to make sure that we are gaining the rightful share in the oil growth story. Hence, a lot of investments were on the oil side. Having said that, the company over the last few years has invested significantly in diversifying its portfolio, learning about the new businesses, etc. And let me give you some facts there. I talked about the Chara LNG terminal, which allows us to import. In fact, in the visuals you see on the TV, a snapshot of Chara comes in between. So we have actually, we are building an LNG import business into India. As I mentioned also, in this current year, we have already signed deals for importing LNG, and more of LNG will start coming into the country. There you can see the Chara terminal behind me on the screen. Similarly, we have been investing in CBG. I talked about the Statat scheme, but in addition to the Statat scheme, we have also done large-scale biogas plants. We have completed a plant in Badaun, in Uttar Pradesh. There are some more plants we have done, and a series of other plants are being planned. Biogas in India, large-scale biogas using agri residue, is in early stages of maturity. These plants take some time to mature and be fully productive, but we are right in the middle of it. We are also working on doing a 2G ethanol plant in Bhatinda, and our R&D center. One of the shareholders had asked questions about R&Ds and what kind of technologies we are working on. The R&D center also has developed an indigenous technology related with the biofuels, which we are actually going to try out in one of our new plants. So in the coming wave, and there were questions around future wave of growth and green investments, you would expect us to look at more investments in the CBG field as they become more productive. Ethanol, we are already doing ethanol plants at two of our sugar mills in Bihar. They should be commissioned this year. Of course, we have an ethanol buying program from blending thing, but this will be your own plants producing ethanol. So we will be participating in that chain. On the renewable side, we have taken the first waves of, we have a subsidiary on the green energy side, which is looking at many of the CBG and renewable plants. We are undertaking many renewable programs. One of the shareholders mentioned about the wind program in Rajasthan. That's doing quite well. Now there was some restructuring we did in terms of selling the power. It's doing quite well now. Our current focus on renewable has been to make sure we are capturing our inherent captive demand. Hence, a lot of our efforts are being done on putting renewables, what is called as behind the meters, where we generate and we consume. We are doing floating solar plants, very sort of innovative ones at the refinery in Rajasthan. One has already been completed at the refinery in Vizag. These are typically a couple of megawatts, but they go on to supplement that. Many 19,000 of our retail outlets have solar power on the canopy roofs. More efforts are being done on that. All our assets have significant amount of solar power, and we also are developing a couple of solar parks to meet our requirements of renewable. Once this wave is completed, we will think of the next wave of expansion around renewable. We are also looking at hydrogen. One of the shareholders mentioned about it and asked questions around what is the revenue from the Vizag plant. Well, Vizag plant, the first one, which was we talked about in the opening speech, is actually a pilot plant. And it's not a revenue producing thing because all of that hydrogen goes into our own refinery. During this year, we have onboarded partners. A tender process was done and multiple players participated, where we are going to buy 5 KTPA of hydrogen. The party has already been selected, and soon they will be starting work on the project. That 5 KTPA on a build on operate basis will be shared with our, that will go into our refinery production. Hydrogen production is still expensive, but your company is taking steps to understand that business very well, so that as and when it grows up, we can be active participants on that. So you could expect more investments on that. The other areas we are looking at, there is always efforts at debottlenecking our refineries. I talked earlier about how Vizag has gone from 8 MTPA, 8.33 to 15 MTPA in few years. Similarly, Mumbai refinery over the last 7-8 years has also expanded. So continuous schemes are always looked at. How do we debottleneck? How do we change some of the units? How do we upgrade that? So that could be one way of looking at expansion. We are, as you all would know, coming out with that petrochemical stream in Barmer refinery. Once that comes in the next year, we would be expanding our footprint in petrochemicals and looking at doing more niche and downstream products, including getting more into the specialty chemicals, the large-scale specialty chemicals, not the small ones. One of the shareholders, esteemed shareholders, had asked the question around capex. We do roughly 12 to 15,000 capex at least crores every year. In some years it's higher, and if you club the capex of, sometimes we do a terminal or like the Barmer project, etc., it goes up higher. Once these projects are completed, your management team and the board would develop the next wave of growth plan. I think those were some of the questions I could think of. There were some other questions around startups, what we are doing. Well, we have a lot of funds I won't say a lot, but we have been investing funds supporting startups from elite institutes such as IIMs and IITs. We have invested in about 28 startups. Some of them who are doing very well. They are in areas like digital applications, energy transition, sustainable, safety and security. I'm just going through the questions there. There was one specific question Mr. Gupta had asked about airline fuel. I can confirm that there are nil outstandings from the companies he had mentioned around that. There was questions. There were some suggestions around more dividend and bonus. As I said earlier, we would take cognizance of that as a board and as a management team and take on board your suggestions for considerations. I think those are some of the key points. There were some points around attrition which were covered earlier. I have the year-wise attrition data, but I can affirm at a high level that 1.5 to 2.25 or 2.5 is the max. That's the range of attrition in the last 4 years, which is there. One of the shareholders had a very specific question around marginal reduction in manpower during the year or manpower costs. Well, it is not on account of any reduction in employee perquisites or anything. In fact, we want to take good care of our employees. As I said in my opening statement, Team HPCL is the basis on which the foundation of HPCL is world. That's just a technical thing because the total number of employee count was lower, hence there is a marginal reduction from 3,400 to 3,350 or something of that sort. And also there was a wave of superannuation of senior employees and they typically get replaced by junior employees, younger employees. So that difference comes in around that. There was a question, I think Sumit Bora had asked a question around LPG subsidy. It has already been, I won't call it as a subsidy, actually it's also the under recovery we had last year. We all had, all the 3 OMCs had written to the government and government's recently announced in a cabinet decisions. We are awaiting the full details of it from the government. As soon as we get the letter from the government and we will be accounting for that in our accounts. A related question Sumit had asked about debt equity ratio and deleveraging, which we are, actually the question was around deleveraging. Well, at the beginning of the, or end of the last financial year, our debt equity ratio was somewhere in the region of 1.38 or something. On the June financials, it was down to roughly about 1.01 or something. Again, don't go by quarterly results alone on it because it keeps varying, but roughly it is around 1:1 or 1.1 in that ratio. And with increased performance which we are getting right now, we are going to have we are going to continue our efforts of derating or deleveraging the refinery. There was a specific question around water thing. Again, we can, I think that was asked by Mr. Mahesh Chandna. We can give you the more details, but I think a lot of it was because we changed the process and the reduction in seawater consumption came because we changed the process from once through process to recycling in some of those plants. More details we will be happy to provide subsequently. There were some suggestions around what to do on merging MRPL, etc. We will take those on board. Those are not our decisions alone, but I'm sure we will take the valuable feedback from the shareholders. There were questions around R&D, what we are doing. There are 3 or 4 areas we are working on. A lot of the technologies around what goes on in the refineries. How can we not be dependent on a global technology, but indigenize our technology. We have been running some of those indigenous technologies in our plants for many years. There is a theme around getting catalysts manufactured in India, which becomes cheaper and also supports the Government of India's Make in India campaign. We are working on those. A lot of effort on R&D is going on. New technologies, we are working on battery technology, electrolyzers. We are also working on improving efficiencies in solar plants. So there is a range of activities. Somebody asked the question specifically on number of people. There are about 130 scientists and another 50-60 research associates. It is indeed one of the state-of-the-art research facilities and one of the best labs there. I think there were some more questions around the geopolitical and impact around the entire thing, what are we doing as a team? As I've said in various forums, your management team buys crudes based on economic decisions, and whatever crudes are best, we buy those. I mentioned in my opening statement that last year we processed 178 crudes, which also mean that we have looked at alternate sources and diversified our sources. So if I just look at Q1, we actually brought more crude from Western African countries because that was coming to be more economical. So, geopolitical risks are there. I mentioned in the risk part of my speech earlier that they are, but as a management team, we are always looking at those risks and taking the best measures around those. I hope I have touched upon some of those broad questions. One of the shareholders had asked about LPG and thinking we were largest. I would love to be the largest, but the reality is Indian Oil has the largest business, though your company also has 9.7 crore customers, which by itself will be one of the largest customer base on LPG globally. There was questions around safety. We are, as an organization, very focused on it. There are challenges around running a large network, and one of the shareholders had a personal story to narrate. As an organization, we have been leveraging technology. We have been leveraging training on doing that. Like, for example, if all our trucks are going out, they are tracked through VTSs, the tracking systems, alarms are put in place, etc. A lot of training efforts are being going on. Having said that, any incident on safety is not something which should be measured in terms of rupees or dollars or loss, etc. Every person, every life which is associated and working with us or is impacted by us is an important one. It will be our continued endeavor to make sure that we are raising our safety standards all the time and leveraging our technologies, as much of new technologies as available. So I hope I've been able to cover those things. We have shot over the planned time, so thank you all those who are still waiting on it. It has been a pleasure to speak to many of you, and we take your feedback very, very constructively. And more importantly, we are so proud to have so many of you as long-term shareholders of HPCL. And as a management team, we promise you that we will continue to live by your expectations. With that, I move on to the next part of the agenda. And sorry, before that, any questions which are left unanswered, we will provide email-based answers. I've already mentioned, and in case you have any further questions, etc., you can, or anything has got unanswered, you can send a request in writing to the company secretary. I also noted many of you had big compliments to give to our superannuated, recently superannuated company secretary Murli. He's done us a good service, and incidentally, he is listening into this conversation, so I'm sure he's proud of all the feedback he's given, and I'm sure our new company secretary will be filling in the big boots which Murli has left behind. On the process on receipt of such queries, if you send us, the company shall respond suitably. The e-voting facility is now open for the members who have not cast their votes earlier. Members who have cast their votes earlier are requested not to vote again. Members may please go to the voting page of NSDL e-voting website and cast their votes. The e-voting facility will remain open for 15 minutes after the meeting to enable members to cast their vote. The combined final results of the voting will be announced separately and be communicated to the stock exchanges within the prescribed limit of conclusion of the AGM. The said results shall also be placed on the website of the company and on NSDL. I thank the members for attending the meeting and their continued support. I also thank the directors for joining the meeting in person and also through video conferencing, and I request all the members to stay safe and healthy. I now request Director of Finance, Shri Rajneesh Narangji, to propose a vote of thanks for all the participants.
Dear members, on behalf of the Board of Directors of the company and myself, I wish to express our sincere thanks to all of you for making it convenient to attend the 73rd Annual General Meeting of the company through video conferencing. I thank Shri Vinod Seshan, Joint Secretary Exploration, Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas, Shri Pankaj Kumar, Nominee Director representing ONGC, who have made it convenient to attend this AGM. I also thank our independent directors, Shri K.S. Narendran, Shri Bechanlal, Srimati Sharda Singh Karwar, Shri Vivekananda Biswal, and Shri Abhay Sharma, who had made it convenient to attend this AGM. I thank our statutory auditors, secretarial auditor, cost auditors, and practicing company secretary for attending this AGM. I also wish to express our thanks to the representatives of various financial institutions, mutual funds, and all others who have attended the meeting. I thank our Chairman and Managing Director, Shri Vishal Kaushal for presiding over the meeting. I once again thank all of you, and may I say, we look forward to your long and continued association with the company. Thank you.
Thank you, Rajneeshji. With this, I declare the meeting as concluded. I now authorize Shri Rakesh Kumar Singh, Company Secretary, to complete the e-voting process. Thank you.